What's going on, folks? Here we are, Three Man Podcast. It is a fresh Saturday night. It is almost Sunday, and guys, remember it is spring forward. Daylight savings time is ending, so make sure you change your clocks. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing excellent. How about you, big bro?
I'm doing good. I had a good day today, man. My kids had their soccer games, and then I taught them how to make something, and then we danced to some merengue, and we had a good day, bro. We had a good day.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah, man. What's up, Max?
I'm just thinking one day, okay, your daughter gonna say some outlandish stuff and be like, "Yeah, my dad's Mexican. We do salsa and all that, and we like tacos."
Well, her grandfather is Guatemalan, so. Who is this dumb?
brother,
I'm so tired of these dumbasses on fucking Facebook. I don't even goddamn say shit to their ass no more. You know what I do? Did you see what I posted earlier today? I said 2025 be this guy. I'm so done. Pew. The dude that said pew. This dude right here.
I ain't been on Facebook yet. I gotta get on there. Though.
Hold on. This guy here, man.
Right? Out of there.
Gone. Get the hell on.
They don't like what I had to say about Dr. Umar Johnson.
What about his fake ass?
They kicked me out the group.
That nigga that kissed my ass, man. I don't listen to nothing that nigga say no more. Regardless, I don't care if it's something that he is authority on, Pan-Africanism. I don't listen to him for shit no more. I'm sorry, dude. You got 3 baby mamas. His excuse for not marrying this bitch was, he said, this is exactly what he said. He said, of all my children, my baby girl, she's the only one that is someone that's a juvenile that I would marry her mother. However, I won't go into details about why now. I'll just say that she's not. If I'm gonna marry somebody, they're gonna have to support my support my dream or whatever, right? I'm thinking to myself, nigga, your ass knew whether or not she was someone to stick your dick in or not when you motherfucking met her. He is basically using the same excuse that a lot of these motherfucking pookies out here use. Nigga, I am 48 years old. I got 3 kids by 1 woman, and I had my first one at the age of fucking 38.
Right.
What excuse do you have, nigga? I used a fucking condom, and I ain't gonna say with every woman I've used a condom, but guess what? Ain't no goddamn out of wedlock babies from me. My ass out there in the streets. Right. Your ass is a PhD. You's a motherfucking Pan-African. You got the damn school. Where the fucking school at, nigga? Fuck that nigga. Oh, fuck.
Dr. Kumar Johnson.
No, Dr. Fubar Johnson. Fucked up beyond all recognition. Dr. Fubar Johnson.
Before I found Jesus, back in the day, they used to call me Raw Dog McGraw, nigga. And I don't have all these kids out here, Dr. Umar Johnson, talking about brothers need to marry black women. Nigga, you got 3 kids and you haven't married one of them bitches. So either you're saying, now if it happened one time, Dr. Umar, we'll let it slide. You know what? But after it has happened 3 times, you got 3 different women pregnant. The second time, bro, it's a pattern, bro. You are sexually irresponsible, and you talk about the sexual irresponsibility of men. Who the fuck are you to lecture men? Clown ass nigga.
Very much so.
I'm glad to see your shit working though, nigga. You know.
What are you talking about?
I'm glad to see his shit work, nigga.
What shit work?
Yeah, come on, man. Don't make me say it, bro.
No, I wasn't. I had to go to the car real quick, man. I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. That's why I said what.
In other words,
you talking about his plumbing?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nigga. Pause, nigga. God damn,
You
nigga.
the one mentioned it, nigga. Don't pause me.
I ain't mentioning shit, nigga. I said I'm glad to see your shit work, nigga. You the one that said his plumbing, nigga.
Whatever, nigga.
That nigga, yeah, nigga.
Don't let me get the artillery out, nigga. Let me get the
Nigga,
artillery out, nigga.
nigga, fuck your soundboard, nigga.
Fuck you.
You should have
Oh,
went.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck.
That's why you should
I'm just
motherfucker went.
saying.
You got your
It
shit
don't
from
matter.
Timu.
It don't matter when I finally figure this shit out.
Timu. All
Fuck
my
you.
dreams come true. Hey, hey,
Fuck
hey,
you.
hey, Sean,
Fuck
you
you.
shop like a
Fuck, fuck, fuck,
man.
fuck, fuck you. Fuck you.
But
Fuck,
regard, but yeah,
fuck
so
you. Fuck
so,
you.
but yeah,
Where my damn
so
lighter at?
Dragon.
Yes.
So yeah, so my brother he goes to Japan a lot and shit. And so but he started throwing his money in the XRP because he was like, yo, he started seeing some of his, Japanese friends that he have over there. He was like, yo, they be using XRP and shit. And so he was like, yo, man, he bought some XRP and he's just like, yeah, man. Like he likes it, bro. You know?
Yeah, because
Like,
they're utilizing it throughout the vast majority of their banks and they're looking to go ahead. Well, they put about a 20% tax on utilizing cryptocurrency over there in Japan, but it's good to dollar cost average to have a mixture of such as XRP, the Japanese yen, and of course some US dollars. So that way, if you need to, you can still swap that out. But the good thing about having your cryptocurrency is the fact you don't need to actually have physical cash in order to swap it. If you have an exchange, or let's say if you have some USDC or United States dollar coin or some United States dollar tether or Ripple Labs United States dollar or on USD, any one of the stable coins, you can check to see what the exchange rate is, because all those stable coins are on a one-on-one par basis with the US dollar. So that actually opens you up to a multitude of options of what you have, because there's some areas or some locations, such as like Cuba, as an example, that you cannot use any American, like you can't use your American credit cards or anything else like that. If you attempt to use it, your bank will shut you down. Like they will shut you down.
well,
So,
don't
have,
like
mhm.
don't like Cuba have sanctions and shit still?
Not, I'm not aware. All I know is to where I can use my cryptocurrency in an ATM and swap that out versus utilizing something from my traditional bank, of which they are against. So that's one of the other benefits of having cryptocurrency is I can put that card into an ATM and swap it out. Because as an example, I can use the Brazilian stable coin that they're coming out with and that they're minting on the Ripple Labs ledger system. I can utilize that over there. It is nothing that's dealing with the United States at all. It is actually the stable coin of the Brazilian dollar, and I can look to see what the exchange rate is into what the Cuban pesos as an example.
She, I go.
So it works.
Para tu no
Shout out
baila,
to Brazil.
no baila, cupo.
But yeah, if your brother is using XRP or cryptocurrency as a whole, then it's going to help him out just in the long run, especially when it comes to like the utility and the payment tokens are the best ones to utilize and invest in when you're going abroad. Because like I said, those are, for one, they're payment tokens. So depending on what places accept what, you can use those as a form of payment, which means that you're saving your dollars overall, or what other dollars that you do have, or you can use stable coins
Now,
as a
you said something about a tax. Now, are you talking about like a capital gains tax, or is it every single time you use XRP they're going to tax you?
they're taxing cryptocurrency as a whole over there in Japan. It's not a capital gains tax as in like I'm trading and I'm getting that type of tax. It's because remember you're using it for payment, so that's a different type of tax.
But so basically, you got to pay. All right. So whenever you say I make a purchase of like for $1, right? And they're
Same tax system, just different metrics like it is here. It's over there. So as you're paying
so
for food and everything else, you use your XRP, they're going to tax you and add X amount of that from your account is what they're going to do.
all right. So basically, if I had like, if I bought, say I bought like $1 Coke, right, and it comes out to $1, but the sales tax I have to pay, and I have to pay like the sales tax, which is like 7 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of the 20%. So basically, I will have to pay, instead of paying 7%, I will have to pay 27% use crypto.
Yep.
Now,
But the good thing is, if it's that amount, and at the present moment, if one XRP is $2.30 or $2.35, you're still halfway into still having one XRP. So you can buy two quote unquote sodas and only use one XRP versus having to use $2 in order to, $2 and whatever in order to get X amount of sodas. So one XRP is still the equivalent of you using double. And the good thing is about XRP, it's still going to go up in value. So you can have some have some put away, so that way you have some as a store of value. You're utilizing some as a form of payment, but then you're still utilizing your other options that you have, so that way you're not completely burning yourself out.
well, you might I might now if this might just goes a little bit off, tad bit off topic, but it kind of falls into it too. And it's kind of the reasons why I'm against taxes the way it is, because in my opinion, that's a pretty steep fucking tax in order to pay to use a crypto, because it basically seems like you're penalizing me for being a goose steward with my money. You feel me?
Well, I mean, I can understand that to a degree, but we also have to look to see how much that the XRP is worth compared to the yen.
Yeah.
Because if XRP is significantly worth more than the yen, of course they're going to tax it. That way they get their revenue cut, especially if over 20% of the I'm not sorry, 20%, but over like half of the banks are already utilizing XRP as a form of payment transactions. They're going to get their cut for it because it's mainstream. Same thing like how the banks and stuff do now. Same thing like how you do with the dollar now. But the yen is actually, let me see. Let me, as we're talking, let me look that up right now. So that way I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. I just I like it does two things though. Like for me, it with the high tax like that, it only incentivizes wells. Now, hear me out. If they,
So
now,
let me
if that,
put it to you like this: one XRP is worth 364 Japanese yen. 5 XRP worth 1,820 Japanese yen. 10 XRP, 3,640 Japanese yen. If you have 25 XRP, that's 9,101 Japanese yen. So I'll get to the highest area of what we can possibly get to, let's say, because most people, let's just say it's about 100. How about that? Let's say if we have 100, 100 XRP, that's 34,199 Japanese yen. So, what is USD to the Japanese yen? That's the next thing that we need to look at. That way, we're making sure that we understand dollar cost averaging and the conversion rate. So, $1 equals 148.2 Japanese yen. What did I say earlier about if the one XRP is the equivalent amount of what? Because if one XRP is worth 341 Japanese yen and $1 is worth 148.2 Japanese yen, do you understand that 20% tax?
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't mind, say, with the 20% tax. Like, I wouldn't mind if they're using some of that 20% to either upgrade their crypto infrastructure they have so far, or making making the expanding the crypto infrastructure. If they're using that 20% towards that and they expanding it, I wouldn't have a problem paying 20%.
See, overall, that's what they're going to be doing is building more into the blockchain infrastructure because it's faster transactions. People are able to get their money damn near like let's say how normally you would have to wait 2 or 3 weeks in order to get your payment. Of course I'm talking over here in the state wise, but I'm just using that as an example. Well, with using cryptocurrency, your transactions are damn near instantaneous, especially like with the XRP ledger, of which of course they're going to be building more upon, because that's one of the platforms that I utilize. Because remember, I've made a couple of test wallets from Python to activate on the XRP ledger, and it works. So I'm developing on there myself. So they're going to be utilizing that infrastructure a lot more, and to process like transactions across the XRP ledger. It's not even one XRP. It's like 0.00001 XRP per transaction. It's like almost on par with, well, of course, it's on par with XLM and another sister company. I'll say it like that. And I'm just saying a sister company because of people know who the head is and how that operated. But the transactions for that to go through the ledger is like minute. So with all the banks being on there, understanding those transaction fees, and then like I said, in regards to the amount worth that the XRP is to the Japanese yen, because one XRP, which for us is like I said, $2.35 right now USD, but to them it's 300 and something. That beats the dollar. So you'd actually be utilizing more dollars for your payment over time over there versus utilizing XRP, because like how we just did the scenario with the soda and everything else, that $1.07, to get you that, you could use the XRP and still have money left over.
Okay.
So in regards to, like I was saying, for I don't know if you said it was your cousin or your brother, when he was like, oh, it's expensive. That's why I said, what kind of currency is he using? Is he using one to where he's not dollar cost averaging correctly, or did he invest in some crypto? So when he went over there, he can see what areas and what places are easily accepting crypto. Make sure that he has a separate wallet that he's able to use to do transfers. So just in case anything happens, you always got to have a dummy wallet. You have your main wallets that you use, but you have a dummy wallet. So that way you're able to use that for transactions on purpose. You put just a little bit on there. So when it comes to transactions, you can validate, make sure things are correct. If things are correct and you're able to, go ahead and utilize that, then you can use your mainstream wallet if you want to. That's just a method of what I do for security protocol and measure on my end. That way, just in case if anything happens, I'm not losing any of my stuff from, using this dummy wallet, because I purposely put that on there just for that. So if something happens, I can like, okay, I can check that off, and then I can advise other people, do not utilize this because this is what happens with people. Here's the hash transaction from my wallet to show this. And that's the other good thing about the blockchain too. You can see what hashes and where it went to. Of course, you can't get those funds back unless you know said individual and they're able to transfer those funds back to you, because they'll wind up getting your wallet information or authoritative measures. But at the present moment, because of how regulations are going and other stuff, if you send somebody the wrong stuff, that's it. So versus having all your stuff in one area. That's why, you always hear me say diversify, put your stuff in cold stores that you're not going to move anything out of, but you're going to move stuff into from a legit area, such as like with me on Coinbase or crypto.com, or even like with Uphold or Kraken. All those are legitimate exchanges. So I have those connected to my cold wallet. So when I get stuff on there and I put it in, cold wallet, I can go ahead and have it to there. Other sites and other things that I utilize, so that way I can test the systems to see how the ecosystems are, what projects are, get airdrops and see everything else, or what it might cost for certain things. That's when I use my dummy wallets. That way I can test to see if this is legitimate or not. And if I find it's legitimate, then I can go ahead and put it towards my mainstream. And if it's not legitimate, like I said, I'm not at an actual loss, because that I put that up there on purpose for that. That was the whole purpose. Yeah. So, and then speaking of that, that is why I suggest to invest in security tokens, invest in those type of things, because that's major. Because just as what I was saying as a security flaw, there's tokens and there's other projects that are utilizing those tokens to resolve said security measures. So eventually, before stuff like that happens, there's going to be systems in place to indicate if it's something fraudulent or not, and stop you before it happens. Such as like with one of the web browsers, well, not browsers, I should say, but one of the web extensions that I'm personally using is so that way what I do via the web on my browser for cryptocurrency, it'll tell me if it's something faulty or not. But the website, whole nine, it'll scan it ahead of time and give me, the green side, hey, it's okay. Or it'll give me, this site is malicious. It'll stop me from going to it, and it'll automatically update that information over to the Web3 security place. That way they can go ahead and put it on mainstream and everything else. So knowing that right now that group that does that for Web3 security, their stuff is like zero. No. It went up to about around 5 cents now is where it's at, because they've been doing more and everything else. And yeah, I've invested in that, and I'm that you're able to actually stake that now on crypto.com, and that's Casper CSPR. So that's one of the best things to invest in, because you can't go wrong with security. Everybody needs security in one form or fashion. And then when it comes to funds, your assets, your money, your derivatives, all that stuff, of course, you're going to want to have security measures. So because these companies are the ones that's providing said security, and the currency that they have, so to speak, allows for governance for projects and other stuff. All of that's going to be allocated into the net worth of the company. Invest. And especially since it's so flipping early to invest now while they're getting things together. Because once everything is fully solidified, especially because the big wig investors are getting into the spaces now, to where like even Congress is talking not Congress, but Trump is already signed in to go ahead and have not only a Bitcoin reserve, but a crypto reserve. Hell, Texas is already signing in for us to have a Bitcoin reserve down here. So knowing the fact that they're moving in along with it, before they actually start investing into those security protocols and doing other stuff, because they're investing in the infrastructure and they're investing in the stabilization of stuff now, get your ass in that stuff before they do. Duh. You supposed to move before they do when you have the opportunity to. Don't move after they do. What's wrong with y'all, man? That's one thing that I learned from them, and that's one thing. And I'm gonna go there. Us as melanated individuals need to start paying attention to more. Stop paying attention to all that bullshit that's out there and paying attention to how they move. Just like Ludacris said, when you move, how did that song go?
When I move, you
right.
move.
When I
Just
move,
like
you
that.
move. Just like that.
Hey,
Yeah, give me that fat bag, man. I want that crypto stack. Give me that. That's what I want. So that's why, luckily for us in this podcast and some others, and hopefully those out there that's been listening to us, we were able to get in before Trump started signing stuff in office, before they started realizing exactly the net worth of what cryptocurrency has and its value, and for the fact that other countries have been using it before we have. And United States is the one that's last. Why do you think they rushing and pushing for it so fast? Think about it. Anytime that they move really quickly with something, it's because of the amount of money that's behind it. If there's no money that's truly behind it, you know they ain't moving quick. And I've known this for the past, 30-something odd years, because I've been paying attention to it since I was 11 and I'm 41. Same shit. Just new technology now. Now it's not paper. Now it's digital. So
my damn Coinbase been going down. It's down 2.2%.
I told you.
But it's all good. I'm just sitting on and chilling.
Good.
Chronos went up though.
Oh yeah.
Chronos, Ethereum, Polygon. What else went up?
See, let me
a lot of shit down though.
Real quick.
MSRP's at $2.33.
Yep. It was up. It went up to the 260 mark. Then it dropped down to the 245, 250 range after that conference. And they was just really talking about Bitcoin and doing some other stuff like that. Market sentiment made it drop down just a little bit, because I'm going to say this, and I ain't going to say much because I don't need nobody come knocking at my door. They particularly pushed that price down just a little bit so that way people can get scared enough and people can go ahead and start selling. I personally had one position open and I got liquidated. I did get liquidated on purpose though, so that way I can see exactly what it's going to do in the market. As people were getting liquidated, because more people started talking about, oh, I need to go ahead and sell this because I'm losing this and losing that, and they started closing up their stuff. Guess who started buying up that stuff directly afterwards? Just like they did the last time that they had conversations and the marketplace went up a little bit and it dropped down just a tad. You know that anytime that happens, that they always want the investors to go ahead and get into that. Remember when Bitcoin was coming out and they started presenting the BlackRock and Grayscale started getting the ETFs for Bitcoin and for Ethereum? Didn't that drop at that time? Weren't they talking about it? Didn't they buy it up? Whereas the marketplace went up a little bit and they said, hey, here's the ETFs. And mind you, they're coming out with the what? HBAR ETF, Solana ETF, Doge ETF, Polkadot ETF, XRP ETF.
Guess what I'm about to do, Dragon?
What's that?
I'm about to convert $50 of my Bitcoin to XRP.
Good.
I'm gonna do that right now as we speak.
And then so here's the thing. And I don't know if I said Solana ETF, but Solana ETF too. So notice that they're getting ready to come out with those ETFs, right? Those specific cryptocurrencies are down after a congressional talk. Click.
I'm not converting those stellar lumens. Hell no.
Nah, don't do that.
I'm not. I'm getting rid of my Bitcoin, man, because I don't have a lot of Bitcoin. I had like $100 of Bitcoin. I'm switching that shit over to XRP and probably XLM or Hedera.
I'd say just hold 50 to do in that way because you at least have $50 as a store of value. So one day when it does get up to the exponential amount, you can be like, well, I do have this, and that way you can give that off to your little ones or something. So like I said, at least have $50 to $100 of that. That's about a minimum of that.
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm gonna keep that $50 of Bitcoin. I just converted 50 to XRP.
But so to touch back upon that, the facts were after those talks, those prices of those specific ones started going down such enough to where, remember, the institutional investors said that once regulations and other stuff are in play, they'll be ready to do it and they'll be ready to embrace it. They're buying it on the back end now. So once things are in play, guess what? They'll already have it.
That's bullshit, though.
Because when they were coming out with the ETFs, they were buying it up left and right at first, and then they put out the ETFs, BlackRock as an example. Then they made $158 billion in less than a fucking year from bringing out the ETFs because not only retail, but the other institutional investors that had got into it. So, of course, they're going to make it drop, just like when it did drop down to $1.71. They had bought some then. Let the marketplace go back up so that way the retail investors can do what they need to do. Wait till it gets up to a certain point. Like I say, they pushed it up to about 250 to 260. Then after that point, they did their talk and people got fucking liquidated, exactly like how they planned it. So now they was able to go ahead and buy all that stuff up, let the marketplace rebalance itself for a little bit, let the price go back up. But now's a good time to go ahead and buy because it is at the bottom. It didn't get down to the previous bottoms, thankfully, but because the previous low quarter is what was it? It was $3.25. Yeah, $3.25.50 is what it is. That's the lowest quarter point that it was at the last time. That's actually what I had set my actual initial trade point for, but I was already over 100% in regards to what I had it for, which caused me to be liquidated. If I would have pushed the numerical numbers up, I wouldn't have got liquidated. But I was, like I said, I was rolling the dice and I was making sure that I was doing some study and analysis because I'm a data analyst. So I was studying chart information, paying attention to what was going on, and I purposely did what I did. And because I do study and analysis with low amounts of money, that helps me out. So when I do my gains, I'm like, okay, cool. I can see where I did correct with that. And when I do my losses, I can say, okay, cool. I can see where I lost with that. The good thing is because I'm not having any sentimental value towards what I'm putting up, because what I'm putting up, I'm willing to lose, or else I wouldn't put the shit up in the first fucking place. If I'm not willing to lose it, I'm not going to put it up. And that's something I advise any and everybody that's ever going to get into any form of trading or anything else like that. If you are not willing to lose that amount as much as you're willing to gain, do not put that in there. Because the only person you're going to be mad at is your damn self. Period, point blank. And if you ain't got it, don't do it. Invest, hold, let that shit sit. Don't be so eager to have a hole burning in your pocket in regards to the finances because you want to go buy up shit. Stop doing that as a people, man. Start saving up more and then adding more assets and more value to yourself. That way you are building into generational wealth. And right now, of this great transfer of wealth that is going over here into this digital area, in which this is the grand opportunity. And I'm going to say this right here is your grand opportunity to have 40 acres and a fucking mule. Either you going to take it or you're not. What you going to do?
Yeah, I got a guy right now I played football with in high school and middle school. He's trying to learn about this stuff. I'm telling him to go ahead and join the Alive. And I said if he's interested in joining the WhatsApp group, just let us know. That's in addition to the other guy the other dude I told you about.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind
What you
teaching. And then
gonna do?
He
eventually,
talking about some. I need first grade lessons in this.
he said he needs what?
First grade lessons. He says out of his understanding and stuff. Yeah, all you can do is just keep just
Hey,
listening and
Sean,
learn. What's up?
I'll help him to understand it. It's
what you
not that.
gonna do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I told you whenever you see that shit, remember you played it on the live one time. I told you whenever you see that shit, bro, you gonna be forever. That shit will be stuck in your
I
head.
remember that shit.
And Dragon just did the what is it? The Winter Soldier, Spy Code, Wake Up. What you gonna do? What you gonna
He said
do?
he said it was going over his head. I said, man, just let me know you join. I told you our crypto guru will help
When
you
you
out.
gonna
Yeah, I
join?
do not mind at all helping out another brother. Best believe
All right,
it.
I
It
gotta
just
pump some
helps out.
diesel. I gotta pump some death in this bitch.
Definitely help him out. But
We
yeah,
got a watcher. Is that you? Is that you, Damon? Say something, bro. Yeah, he on my he on. Well, he just got off. Goddamn, he was on.
I know my girl. She was
She was
supposed
on and she
to.
got off too. She already said she had to look. She was here. That was at
Oh,
11:54.
yeah,
And then I
she's.
said, "Hello, Miss Max."
I'm in
I
man.
thought you saw. I thought you saw the comment earlier.
No, I ain't see it. I got nothing but
But
love for you,
yeah, for us
baby.
to take this opportunity, man, it's you crazy if you don't. I'm gonna say that because just watch, not even 5 years from now. I promise you.
I bet you I'm damn retiring 5 years. If it ain't from that, it's from that damn IUL.
Yep. But
This
just
motherfucker here.
just not even 5 years from now, watch. People gonna be
Stuck if they ain't damn caught up.
would have did that 5 years ago and I
I'm gonna
was
tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let that shit happen, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be on Facebook and they gonna see me getting out my Bentley Mulsanne, nigga. In DR,
man, look, they gonna be so mad. They gonna
not
be so
America, but DR.
Let it
and
happen.
that's the other beautiful thing too, bro, because of the fact where I use nothing but crypto in fucking DR. You remember that shit. That's
I got
only what I use. And I
I
love
got a little bit over $200 in XLM, Hedera, and Solana. I got Solana. I got like $100 and something worth in Solana. I was just looking at that shit, man. I got a pretty good amount in some really good coins.
good.
And when I and come to find out, we back to doing we are back to this I told Max about this the other day. So I got over 200 in Stellar Lumens, over 200 in Hedera, over 200 in XRP. I got over 100 in Solana. I got 50 in Bitcoin, and the rest is just little small stuff like Tezo, Doge, Cardano, Sui, Polygon, XYO, Ethereum, Chronos, Polyswarm, Bump, Chainlink, Shiba Inu, and Dime.
That is what I'm talking about. I like it.
But I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, dude. When it comes to
And watch.
I've been paying attention, man. And
That's gonna be all she wrote.
damn, the Trump coin's at $11.99.
Yeah, it dropped
Yeah,
down a little bit.
nigga, I'm
Fuck.
so fucking mad because I,
What was it when it first came out, Max? I can't
it
remember.
was $46.
Oh, hey! Shout out to my boy Damon right here, man. Shout out to my boy. I've known this dude. I'm 48. I've known this dude at least. Shit, Damon, how long I've known you for, man? It's got to be at least 40 years. No.
Damn, y'all niggas
It's been
old.
30, probably about 30 years, I think. I've known this cat. Used to play
Damn, y'all
football with
niggas
him.
old.
Good cat, man. Good cat, bruh. Pulled himself up from the damn muck and mire. You know what I'm saying? This Negro do not give up. He is not a quitter.
Good.
That's a dude. That's a true motherfucker right there. I'm trying to tell you. I go to war with this nigga. And Damon, you hear me? I go to war with your ass, nigga. For real.
Yeah.
Unlike somebody else that we crossed the burning sands, and this dumbass nigga, I have now deleted him out my fucking life. Sometimes them frat brothers ain't worth shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. I can feel you on that one.
Yeah, I can.
You got any crypto news, Dragon, other than what you've already discussed, man? You know.
Why? Yes, because since we are talking about, XRP, ADA, and Solana, they actually fall harder than Bitcoin as the White House Crypto Summit fails to wow traders. So let me dive right on into that.
All right, so Damon, he's about to go into some news, some current news. He does it with every podcast we do this. He goes into current crypto news. So just listen. And this guy right over here, Dragon Emperor, Crypto Dragon Emperor right here, Damon. He is on our WhatsApp group. If you want to join, download the WhatsApp app and text me your number. I'll add you to it. And sometimes I'm gonna tell you, it's so much that you're gonna be overwhelmed as far as the info, but just read the links, read the stuff. You can message him personally, and he will start from the bare freaking basic essentials, and he will help you out, bro. There's no need worrying about what you don't know. Just get into it now.
And if you're feeling a little generous, you can put a little bit of money in my plate. I'm just kidding. Throw a little bit of money on the plate, if you're feeling generous, brother.
So go ahead, man. Go ahead and continue with the crypto news, brother.
Expectations of bigger plans for the largest cryptocurrency fell short on Friday as the first ever presidential crypto summit ended with promises of stablecoin legislation and lower regulatory resistance. So, key things: the White House Crypto Summit, led by President Trump, ended without the expected bold announcements about a U.S. strategic crypto reserve, leading to a decline in altcoins like XRP, Cardano, ADA, Cardano's ADA, and Solana Sol. The summit resulted in a framework for stablecoin legislation by August and a promise of lighter regulation, but these outcomes did not stimulate the market as anticipated. Despite the market's reaction, the U.S. government's decision to hold on to its Bitcoin could set a precedent, yes, for other countries and potentially drive global institutional adaptation of cryptocurrencies. Pause. The marketplace did exactly what it was supposed to do in regards to the settlement, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do for it. They purposely talked about what they needed to. They knew how people were going to feel about it because people are always in a fucking feelings, and that's the best way to manipulate some people. So because people weren't feeling too hot in regards to what we're saying, and the marketplace started going down a little bit, and people started seeing some of their assets starting to slip away. Of course, they went ahead and decided to sell said assets, and guess who was waiting right there in the shadows to sweep that shit up? The same individuals that lowered it down. Let me go ahead and continue. Y'all gonna stop being so fearful, and y'all gonna start looking at this stuff like that. You know how they operate. Anytime they do certain things and they don't want to talk about exactly what you want to hear, and y'all want to get in y'all feelings and start wanting to sell stuff off and everything else like that, that's how y'all asses be getting got. Now, the much anticipated White House Crypto Summit on Friday ended with a whimper rather than a bang for cryptocurrency traders, sending altcoins like XRP, Cardano's ADA, and Solana into steer declines, then market leader Bitcoin because of the Bitcoin maxis. Investors had pinned high hopes on President Donald Trump's pro-crypto stance, expecting bold announcements about a U.S. strategic crypto reserve that would predominantly feature major altcoins. Instead, the summit delivered a more subdued outcome, a framework for stablecoin legislation before August, and assurance of a lighter regulatory touch. moves that failed to ignite the market as anticipated. Trump said it was foolish that the federal government had already sold so much of its seized Bitcoin, adding that the country will a call what? Quadruple rule of never sell your Bitcoin. Okay, let me go ahead and translate what it said there, and my apologies for that. Basically, he's saying never sell your Bitcoin at this point to hoard it in regards to the store of value. That is the reason why I was saying, telling my big brother just here a minute ago, if he is going to go ahead and swap it over so that way he can go ahead and have more into that utility token, because the institutions are buying it shit up. I'm telling you this now. At least hold
Which
on.
utility token you talking about? You talking about
XRP
which
specific.
XRP? Okay.
That because they're buying up that utility token, and because that's also one of the things of what you were swapping into earlier. At least have a minimum of 50 Bitcoin in reserve and don't touch it. Like take that Bitcoin and throw it in your cold wallet and let it be there. That while you're diversifying your portfolio into some to the other assets that are coming out. Because mind you, the one thing with Bitcoin, yes, it is used for payments. Outside of that, it has no real utilitarian functionality. It's not used for cross-border payments. It's not used for security measures. It's not used to stabilize networks. It is literally as a store of value and can be utilized for payments. That's it. So because of that limitation in regards to Bitcoin and for the fact to move large sums of Bitcoin can take relatively long periods of time. I mean, shit, moving $100 from the Ember app takes damn near 30 days to get to my account because of the fact of the amount of metrics and the big coding that comes in regards to Bitcoin versus me moving the same amount of XRP, which comes to my account in less than 3 minutes. So what am I going to take? 30 days or 3 minutes? Give me that 3 minutes. Shit. And that's what we're looking at in regards to as a store of value. So Max, mute up for me, brother.
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I thought I was muted. I thought I was muted.
So XRP dropped 3.5% in the past 24 hours to nearly $2.40, down from a high of $2.98 earlier in the week, marking a decline of nearly 20% from its Sunday peak following Trump's initial reserve announcement. Cardano's ADA fell over 5%, while Solana shed 4% to hover around $138 as of Asian afternoon hours Saturday. Bitcoin, by contrast, held up better, trading at 86K, down 2.5% in the last 24 hours, but showing relative resilience compared to the altcoin bloodbath. The summit, chaired by Trump's AI and crypto czar David Sachs, had been billed as a landmark event following the president's earlier pledge to establish a U.S. crypto strategic reserve, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and ADA. Trump's Sunday Truth Social post has sparked a massive rally with majors surging as much as 60% as traders bet on a transformative policy shift. However, Sachs' clarification on Friday that the Trump's mention of 5 cryptocurrencies was merely illustrative, not a firm commitment, doused hopes of longer rallies. Meanwhile, the embrace of Bitcoin could eventually see other countries act in lockstep, potentially acting as bullish catalysts in the coming months. The U.S. prioritization of Bitcoin as a reserve asset not only legitimizes its status as a digital gold, but also sets a precedent that could accelerate regulatory framework and drive institutional adaptation worldwide. Vince Chalk, CEO of First Digital, told CoinDesk in an email, this move will inevitably prompt a diverse range of responses from global regulators. For those aligned with U.S. policy, it could accelerate the establishment of their own national strategic stockpiles. Such federal confidence could inspire institutions to move on chain. increasing participation, injecting liquidity into the decentralized finance market, and broadening interest beyond Bitcoin to other digital assets like stablecoin, Chalk said. So, just to sum that up real quick, marketplace sentiment fell because they were speaking about Bitcoin predominantly. David Sachs said that Trump was just using the other ones as an illustration in regards to a reserve, and that is not a confirmed fact, but they are most definitely looking at Bitcoin as being a reserve because it is seen as digital gold and a store of value, and to where Mr. Chalk is looking at to where the infrastructure could be built along to where the institutions can move along more on-chain aspects of it for digitized, which means that then they can add more money into the decentralized finance market, which means there's more money for us to trade with and do other things, which also means where, like I was saying, broadening interest beyond Bitcoin, which is where XRP, ADA, Solana, DigiByte, Tron, all of those other altcoins, then they would have their areas of being coming in since they've already utilized what they're seeing as a store of value. And like I keep telling people, that's all Bitcoin is. It's just a store of value. It has no utilitarian aspect of it. Hence, that's the reason why our president is saying, store it up. You don't sell it. Period. He literally said, you don't sell your Bitcoin. They were crazy to sell their Bitcoin just so that way they can catch up to the deficit. But you're not supposed to sell it because it is like gold. And I firmly believe with that amount of gold digitized, America will be the capital of cryptocurrency. China.
Sunday crypto.
Now, speaking about regulatory framework, how are cryptocurrencies regulated in the United States and also over there in Europe? Since we do like to travel abroad, and if we happen to do go over there to a particular area in Europe, because I do want to go to Sweden, I want to try the ice cream in Sweden, and the flavor that I like is vanilla. So, in recent years, the general opinion on cryptocurrencies has shifted. What was once a view as an unreliable asset reserved for tech enthusiasts is now seen as a trusted digital asset available to most modern brokerages. That mainstream acceptance has come with greater regulatory scrutiny. Many countries are starting to collect taxes on capital gains and crack down on financial crimes in the cryptocurrency space. Moreover, the idiosyncrasies of cryptocurrencies have regulators asking questions. So, cryptocurrency regulation in the United States. Most of the discussions around cryptocurrency regulations are at the agency level. United States agencies, including the Department of Treasury, Securities and Exchange Commissions, or SEC, Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, and Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, have discussed how to govern the digital asset. In early 2020, the U.S. Treasury Department announced that it would be taking a more aggressive stance in dealing with cryptocurrencies to reduce financial crime and bring transparency to an otherwise complicated asset class. So why is crypto being regulated? The SEC, on the other hand, views cryptocurrencies as a security like any other stock or ETF on a stock exchange. What's more, the IRS treats cryptocurrencies as property and thus charges capital gains tax. short-term capital gains equal to the ordinary tax rate are charged when investors hold their assets for less than a year. For assets held in more than 1 year, the IRS applies friendlier long-term capital gains taxes. Investors should consider the tax implications of using cryptocurrencies for gifts, donations, or payments. Hence, that's why you put most of your shit into a cold wallet or into a hardware wallet and you call it a damn day. Cryptocurrency owners are also required to maintain records of their positions for tax purposes. That includes receipts, sales, exchanges, and other dispositions with the transaction's fair market value. What are the regulatory issues of cryptocurrency? At the same time, FinCEN does not consider cryptocurrencies as legal tender. But in 2012, they began to recognize digital assets as a substitute for currency. Let me repeat that again. FinCEN in 2012 began to recognize digital assets as a substitute for currency. This lumped them in with traditional money transmitters, which accepted currencies, funds, or other stores of value for a currency controlled by another person. The Bank Security Act, BSA, has traditionally regulated money transmitters. The Commodities Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC, classifies cryptocurrencies as a commodity that allows them to trade on public derivatives market. Since making this assertion, the CFTC has ramped up cryptocurrency regulations, taking actions against unregistered Bitcoin futures exchanges, enforcing laws prohibiting wash trading and prearranged trades, and addressing a Bitcoin-related Ponzi scheme. The CFTC believes the appropriate response to digital assets involves consumer education, market intelligence, robust enforcement, and government-wide coordination. So, cryptocurrency regulated in the European Union. Like the US, the European Union, or EU, has accepted blockchain and digital assets as a part of the investable universe. In January 2020, the governing body signed the fifth Anti-Money Laundering Directive, or 5AMLD, into law, making the first time cryptocurrencies providers will fall under regulatory purview. The law states that member states must document the identities and addresses of all digital asset owners. Unlike the US, where the SEC imposes a standard capital gains tax, EU member states have different tax rules for cryptocurrencies. Some European countries collect 0 to 50% on derived profits, while others taking nothing. On the other hand, exchanges are not regulated by the EU, but some must register with the regional authority. As cryptocurrencies continue to gain prominence, regulations are likely to get stronger, especially in light of issues such as crypto-based financial services, money laundering, and digital currencies. So that's to go ahead and just give some information in regards to the regulatory framework of what is going on here in the United States, who is looking into it, what they deem it as, and how it's being utilized, and as well over there in EU. And that is what I had in regards to the crypto news for this evening. And I do thank you for tuning in.
We thank you so much, Dragon Man. I've said it before, but I cannot say it enough. We really appreciate all the work you do because, guys, y'all don't realize how much work this takes. And when you join our WhatsApp crypto group, that we share information, articles, tactics. We also talk about stocks. We talk about ETFs, all that stuff in the group, and it's a wealth of information, as well as it's a lot of information, and you can mess around and like you can mess around and not look at it in like 5-10 minutes, and you'll have 5 or 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 articles that you got to go look up on. But it's all right there. Don't put your WhatsApp disappearing messages on. Don't put it on.
No, because you
Leave it off. That
critical.
way you have it right in one space. You can go back, even if it's months ago.
Yep.
You can go back and you can look at all of this information, and it's right there at your fingertips. Read up on it. I've learned so much listening to Dragon, to the point I got 1,000 of XLM, I got 1,000 of Hedera, and if that stuff ever gets to the point where Dragon, what did you say that they projected XLM and Hedera would get to?
Well, XLM is projected to get up to $8, and XLM is projected to get up to about $5 a pop.
So I'm looking right now at about 8,000 and about $5,000
Now,
just off of that. Just off of that. And I'm gonna buy more. I'm trying to get about 2,500 shares by summer if I can, of each.
Especially because since everything is underneath the dollar, and if we take as an example, XRP was the same price as XLM and HBAR and everything else, and certain individuals have a hand in XLM and HBAR just like they did with XRP. And the more units that you have, the better off that you'll be, because XRP is $2 and some 9 cents, and the federal government is using that. And don't forget that the SWIFT protocol system is going to be using Hedera technology, which that's HBAR. So, hello.
the funny shit is that I remember. Fuck, damn, I just kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. Give me a second. Damn, it was something you just said just brought a memory up. Now, I remember when I was first starting to look at XRP, and this is like, this is before the live that you gave me the sell, and I was watching a guy. He was like a future hit point for XRP was like $9,532, and so I was just like, man, that seems a little bit far fetched, but he said that price point could be 20. I think it was like 2030. I don't know if you remember that same article.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he was like 2030 XRP would be like $9,000. But my thing is, it's not far fetched, because I remember when Dogecoin was the price of Shiba Inu.
Yep.
And I was a fucking idiot. And I like, the more I was making a profit, I just sold a little bit off, sold a little bit off, sold a little bit off, and all that shit, right? But the crazy shit is, if I would have just held my original investment and not sold nothing, my original investment, it would have been, because I had well over 5 to 8 million Dogecoins at one point.
I made 12K on that shit. I would have made 20. And you would have been a fucking millionaire.
Like, yeah. So no, don't get it twisted. I did make a couple of thousands of dollars, but I'm not like my white homeboy. Whenever COVID happened, he was getting that because one of his jobs got affected because he had a federal government contract. Whenever it got affected, he got that 600 plus with the insurance and shit. So what he did was he recirculated that shit from his account straight into Dogecoin. I remember one day he called me. He was just like, "Bruh, look at the price of Doge," and I was just like, "Yeah, man, it's up there, bruh." He was like, "Dog, He was like, bro, I'm worth a couple of million right now. I was like, what?
Well, you should have
He's
started.
like, yeah, a couple of million right now. And this was when Doge hit 6 cents.
He should have. Yeah.
He was like, I'm at a couple of million, bro. I was like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, no joke. And he sent me the screenshot. And the
That's
screenshot is still on
crazy.
my old phone.
That
And
shit crazy.
so whenever, they predicted, it might go up to 9,000, it's not far fetched, bro. Because it's how XRP, the price point XRP, it's equivalent. It's the same equivalent to when Dogecoin first came out.
I know, man. I told you, bro. I made plenty of money, man. You know that room I told you, that studio I built that I got tricked into doing before I got divorced.
Yeah,
That fucking Doge helped me pay for most of that shit.
Yep.
yeah. Like when my homie, like the first thing he did was he retired his wife. Then currently now he's divorcing his wife.
All off Doge, folks. All off Doge.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, all off Doge.
what would you say right now, Dragon, is that Doge like coin that was like Doge that will get up there like Doge did? That time it was the fall and the winter of 2022. No, 2021. It was 2021.
You talking about when Doge was low?
No, when Doge got up to 76 cents, that bitch was fall. It was going into December.
It was
2021.
It was whenever the night whenever Elon Musk went on SNL.
That was fall 2021. It was fall 2021.
Yeah,
that bitch went up to 76 cents, and I fucked around and waited till it went back down to 36 cents before I sold. And I like, fuck, I should have sold at 76 cents. And I didn't do that shit.
Here's the funny thing about it is the fact that I never thought about At
one point in time, I had 22 million shares of Doge.
I'm gonna share the crypto group with Mike, my former boss I used to work with.
Yes, Dragon.
He could tell you that he made thousands and thousands of dollars off of Doge because he was always asking me, so what crypto are we investing in this week? What crypto are we investing in now, bro? He was making, it was just the fact that he was making thousands and thousands of dollars a week, bro, for Doge and crypto, bro. It was just, it's not far-fetched to where with crypto, you can make some money off of it. One thing I will always recommend, especially to black men, we gotta learn how to hold our investments. But we also need to learn how to learn how to sell our shit too. AKA the black couple who refused to sell their land, and so the land got seized by the railroad company.
Boy, that's another discussion right there.
Yep.
And I believe, just like y'all believe, crypto is reparations. Fuck waiting for reparations. Go get your reparations.
I'm able to invest in it right now. Right now.
Get your reparations, man.
Why they want to
go buy nice career.
Jordans, buy PS6s and all that. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand people want to have their game systems and other stuff, but when you spend the mass majority of your time playing and doing video games and not facilitating your assets so that way you have your life together first, then play some video games, you fucking up. And I'm a gamer that I got paid from streaming on Twitch, so I could talk about it because I made sure if I'm gonna play some games, I'm gonna get paid from it. Damn it!
Are there any crypto associated with games?
Yes.
Boom. There you go.
Ain't
I'm telling you, folks. Polka dot, I think, is one. I got some polka dot.
Polkadot is. Bar Network is too. That in Bar Network you can get for a penny right now. So when that shit blows,
Mbara. What's the
BARA.
what?
BARA.
DARA is the stock symbol.
V is in victory.
VARA.
Yeah, Bar Network.
Okay, gotcha. I gotta put that in my list. I got a list that I keep in my Keep app.
Remember
on my
That's some
phone.
funny shit.
Remember
Coinbase was giving that shit for free.
I know, man. I know, dog. I got a crypto list in my phone in my Keep app of stuff I need to buy. Like I got BCH in there. See, I already got Stellar XLM. I already got Cardano, Tron, Polygon, Cosmos, Chronos, Adara, and you said VRE? What you said?
BARA.
VARA. Vara. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm
Gotcha.
about to send you,
SHK too. SHX.
SHX, yes.
And XCN.
This is just one. I'm sending this to you just so that way you can see. This is just one area what I got right now, and this is why I say hold it. I don't touch shit. You hear me?
You holding those that you just sent me?
Yeah. All that's
okay.
Being held. I'm not touching shit. I just
held it. Yep. Shit, that's the shit. That's pretty much the shit I got.
So when the market,
I don't got V chain though, but that's pretty much the shit I got, bro.
So when the marketplace goes back up, and we were talking the numbers of what we were talking.
Damn, you got 100 and something Cardano?
Nah, no, I have more than that. It's just in liquidity pool and other stuff is being staked on another platform.
Yeah. Let's get this money, y'all. Let's get this money. Damon, just listen, bro. Listen and take it in like a sponge, bro. And read up on stuff. I'm telling you, it's that easy. It's that fucking easy because Dragon will let you know shit ahead of time. We knew about a lot of this shit that's popping off right now. What was it, 6 months to a year ahead of time, Dragon?
Yeah.
I was talking about this stuff back in 2023, and y'all started paying attention to me. And it's like, this and this is going to happen. This going to happen because JP Morgan, Bank of America, they're doing this. This was happening on the back end. Because remember, people were paying attention to all the other BS of what was going on. I'm like, I got my nose in this money, dog. And we're still right here. Not trying to be like the person like, oh, I'm always right. It's like, no, like, look at the fucking paper trail and pay attention. They even did, what was it? It was, in MSNBC and another website specifically said that melanated people are going to possibly miss out on the greatest transfer of wealth of all time when it happens in regards to switching over to this digital asset. They literally said this shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Because all my white homies, bro, they had a point to where they already schooled me on investment. They just like when if you're a younger dude and they like if you're younger, all right, not giving you financial advice, but this is how I got my portfolio. So with my portfolio, because I'm close enough to being middle age, half and half of my portfolio is crypto. The other half is IRAs and ETFs. Now, if you are an older person, say like you're in your 50s and plus,
you got any REITs?
So what?
You got any REITs? REITs? Real estate.
Oh, shit. Man, I got real estate.
Dragon, what does REIT stand for? I can't remember what REIT stand for. REIT. REIT. Yeah, REIT. It's real estate.
ETFs.
Yeah, it's like real estate ETFs.
Yeah, like
it's basically like a mutual fund with real estates in it.
Okay. I rock with O. It's a symbol. It's realty income.
Check your messages, bro. Big bro.
I got it. I saw it as soon as it popped up. I got so many windows open, man. I saw it as soon as it popped up.
That's just crypto.com. That's not even Coinbase either. Or Uphold, bro.
Yeah, I see right now you are set, nigga.
Yes. Hold on.
Also,
What?
also, Damon,
Hold on. Send it
you
to
gonna
me.
learn
I
about
want to see that.
staking too. Staking is like basically you putting your shit in
It's
a high
basically
yield, like high yield
oh,
APR. You getting a high yield APR on your shit if you stake it. Like I'm
yeah.
staking Solana right now. All my Solana is staked, every single
So
bit of it.
you can stake Solana. You can stake Ethereum. You can stake what Cardano, if I remember correctly.
I
Yeah.
can't remember, but yeah.
You
Yes,
shit.
yes, you
You
can stake
can't
Cardano.
you stake Uniswap or is that yeah? Was it Uniswap?
Depends on what either wallet or
Coinbase.
platform that you're able to.
Coinbase.
Yeah, and
And we
I'm
also talk about stocks too, Damon. So if you want to, like, we all have a
So
crypto.com app account, a Coinbase account. Some of us do Robinhood. You can do Charles Schwab. You can do Fidelity for your stocks, whatever you feel like you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
so
we
like
got you, bro.
example, you know, yeah. So if you're a younger dude, if you're like below the age of 22, 25, 75% of your portfolio should be crypto.
Yep.
That is that is that
High
is not
risk,
me
high
saying
high
that.
risk, high yield.
That is something that financial gurus have said because let's just be real. Paper fiat currency is the last of the analog system. You
It's gonna go
already see,
away.
you already seeing, it's already showing you that we're
What happened? He froze. Well, he froze, folks. So I'll talk a little bullshit till he come back on. Like, so seriously, guys, anybody out there interested in joining the WhatsApp group, please send an email
so
to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Now you can go ahead, Matt. You froze for a
like
minute, so I was just talking shit. Go ahead.
like some of us passport bros, we're going to
Blue Book
countries
gentlemen.
to
Blue Book
where
gentlemen. We Blue Book
uh,
gentlemen, bro. We ain't
uh,
passport, bro.
uh, 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 uh,
My bad. I know you. I know you get distracted. My bad. I'm sorry, bro.
for some of us passport bros, and also brothers who consider themselves to be blue book gentlemen. You got the SYSBM movement. You know, the digital nomads, brothers who are going to countries that's pretty much more in the analog system, and you're talking about they're not going to be going into the digital age system for like about another 10 to 20 years. A lot of the shit that what the United States is doing, and if you're moving to other countries, whatever, you're going to benefit a lot just because you have a lot of digital currency because of the fact that that currency it's going to be worth way more than their analog currency that they have. So one thing COVID should have showed you that is how we will transition from people being, right in front of each other, having conversations to where, we could do a Zoom meeting. Then went from Zoom, StreamYard, then you got all these other digital platforms, have been created. And so with that happening, that created a digital competition in the world. And so with that digital competition, you starting to see like example for me, the trucking industry. We're we're beginning at the end of the digital. Sorry, the beginning of the end of the analog era, right? So currently, right now, we went from a time to where we used to have to mail out our bill of ladings. Now we're just doing a camera shot, a camera DPF shop. So by y'all having this information up jump, right? Especially to brothers like myself who don't want to live their life, the rest of their life doing a career, and so they're willing to, you know what? go to another country to where the currency is a little bit lesser than what the United States is, so they can benefit. And so, brothers, you got like I understand. You know, we have to like to get some of this. Fuck the 40 acres and the mule. Get 40 cryptos in the ARP. I mean, I'm sorry, in the Roth IRA. You feel me? 40 cryptos in a Roth IRA. I promise you, you can retire anywhere in the world. You can retire and you will be comfortably. You will be safe. Not only you will be safe, if you want to have children, you can send your children to the best school in that country to where your child will be going to school with kings and queens, princesses, and all that shit. Because don't get it twisted. As a person who has been looking at the educational system around the world, the United States educational system is not the best, and I'm just going to be real.
I forgot where we ranked at so far. I think we're in the 20s.
The only reason why we rank so high
Let me
is
take my puppy.
because.
Give me a second.
So what, Dragon?
I have to. My puppy is.
Yeah. What you gotta do? Well, yeah, and so only reason why we rank so high is because of honestly, it's because we're kicking ass. That's the only reason why.
It says we rank
Consist-
right now 8th of 41 countries. We rank 8th right now.
Yeah, and so yeah, 8. Now,
But that's
when it
just dealing
comes
with
to
secondary high school and education.
when it comes to actual learning, we're ranked low. And you got to understand what type of metrics are they using
We're
because
in middle of the pack.
we have free education. It's the only reason why. It's the only reason why we rank high. If you got to be like other countries, you have to pay for your education. We will have a different fucking story.
Yeah, it says
But
13th in the world when it comes to education rankings, below countries such as Canada, Japan, South Korea.
yeah, but I'm gonna
76.7 score.
just be real. As a person, those kids in other country, they have the hunger to learn more than the kids over here.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
because
definitely.
I remember picking up my ex son and shit, right? And I remember going. It wasn't like going to my nephew's school. My nephew got a big, beautiful school and all that shit. Well, predominantly black school. All the kids, they don't look happy to be at school and all that shit. And I went to little man's school in the Dominican Republic. All those kids were happy. It was like they were appreciated that they were able to fucking learn. I seen little boys that their eyes brighten up whenever I told their mother I'll pay for their school. I'm gonna pay for their schooling for the next year. Because there
That's
was a
what
little
true
boy.
back. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. There was a little boy in the complex that we was living in that every single day, like, and it was one of my little man's best friends and shit. Every single day, he was just outside playing and shit, and all the kids is at school except for him, and finding out his mom couldn't afford education. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I pay for his school. I pay for the school for next year and shit, and it's enough to give his mom to save up some money so she could pay for his schooling and all that shit. But I was done,
That's
Sean.
cool. There. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, folks, we're about to
So take
transition
advantage of
in.
information that you get.
Yeah. So we can You want to tell some passport bro stories, bro, or you want to do your mumble rants?
I can tell you a passport bro story. Now, fellas, I'm gonna tell you a story about how you will find out everything in life ain't free. Nah, I ain't gonna tell y'all that story. As for the Max, as for I guess that's for the Max Power story. But no, I'm a rant real quick, fella. I'm a rant real quick.
You want to rant?
I gotta say this shit.
Okay.
It's something that's been on my spirit and soul for a minute. You feel me? I ain't forget about y'all, ladies. Now, what do you see that? Yeah, can you pull up my tag?
What
What my
tag? What you
tag
talking
for
about?
today is.
What's your tag? What you talking about?
It should show you, my headline under Max Powers.
I don't
Not the
know why it's
headline.
not pulling up. I don't know why it's not pulling up. I'm
Well,
trying to pull it up. I don't know why it's not pulling up. I think you got
my
to do that.
headline for today, y'all, it says, "Where the white women at?"
That boy, that's stupid.
Ah,
Shit.
because ladies.
Hey, look, we got Damon. Damon has traveled a lot. Damon lived in Okinawa for 3 years.
Okinawa, okay. My brother be going out there. He go out there. He go out there. Tokyo, Okinawa. He go out there a lot. We gonna find out. I'm gonna find out he got a goddamn side wife out there. So black women, black women, black women. I'm
Oh
beyond
Lord.
disappointed in you ladies. I'm
Oh God.
beyond this
Here,
goddamn
here we
disappointed.
go. Here we go.
Now, for the people who are listening to this, yeah, if you go to the short, I shared this earlier. It was about the little boy DJ that Trump honored on the joint, the joint. I guess it wasn't the State of the Union, but I'm gonna call it the State of the Union, but not so State of the Union. So his speech, he honored a boy called DJ.
Mm-hmm.
DJ is not only is a brain cancer survivor, but he has been they have made him they have made him a police officer. Now he's a Secret Service agent. Now all of this because of the fact that this little black boy was bullied
Mm-hmm.
because he had dreams of ever being for being a cop. Y'all don't know. You don't know he when he was probably battling cancer treatment, battling his long battle. I'm trying to survive cancer. Y'all ain't know that the little boy probably be like a police officer probably could have came there, volunteered, in a children's hospital. Y'all don't fucking know the story. But the fact that y'all had the nerve to bully this little black boy, to make fun of the scars that he has, his battle wounds of his battle of surviving cancer, y'all gonna make fun of that boy. It's a goddamn shame. It wasn't white women that bullied this child. It wasn't white. It wasn't white supremacy. Oh Lord, oh my Lord, Lord, Lord. No, it wasn't those niggas. It was black women twerking in front of this little homie,
Yep.
telling him, arresting him, talking all types of shit.
Yep.
Now, my problem, like I don't say my problem is, but the problem, I had one lady try to make it, well, where the parent was, where were his parents? I'm like, yo, after the homie survived cancer, you think little nigga can't walk up the block by himself? You think little
Hmm.
nigga, you think Secret Service, let me put some respect on his fucking name. You think Secret Service agent DJ couldn't walk up the block by himself? So
I'm trying to find that clip right now, dude. I can't remember what I did.
it's on the short.
Yeah,
Look
I'm
on the
looking for.
short
I'm
on the
looking at. Go ahead.
look on the short on our podcast on Freeman Podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the goddamn problem for me is the fact that all you fucking ladies have been loud and fucking wrong over what, the Democrats, over politics. So it comes to that conclusion to where we're starting to see political ideology is starting to determine the black community right now.
Look at this bullshit, y'all. Why you talking? Go ahead, man.
Oh, you playing it?
Oh, my bad. I ain't know it was. I ain't know it was. It was. You could hear it like that. Go ahead.
Well, play it. Might as well fucking play. Never mind. But yeah,
I,
yeah. And so, and that's one of many. That's one of many. Like that's just the act of the bullying. Y'all missed the part of the comment section under the video. Y'all missed the shit talking. How much shit black women talked about that black boy. Talking about poor baby, he doesn't even know, he must not think he's black. Oh, poor baby, he's gonna be one of those police officers that killed George Floyd. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong
That's
with y'all?
fucked up, dude.
oh yeah. They have look. Black women have pretty much. They have sunken to the level of degeneracy, man, that I have not seen in my lifetime. It's just ridiculous,
Oh,
dog.
Bruh, and
And they wonder why we don't want them.
the fact that I get on a TikTok live and I don't say nothing bad about black women. Like, I don't say nothing about that, but I be spitting facts. And I'm just like, yo, because I decided to go to another country and find another woman, it doesn't say a lot of shit about me. It says a lot of shit about the women that us black men have to deal with.
Yep.
It's a complete. I'm sorry, ladies, but I got to let the truth be told. You can say I'm this. I hate black women. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and eat a dick, bitch.
Damn.
All I'm saying is that it's a complete rejection if a brother like myself. I'm not gonna sit here and completely say I'm a good fucking dude. Hell yeah, I broke some bitch's heart. Hell yeah, this big motherfucker over here broke some bitch's heart, nigga. Shit, and I crushed your mama, nigga. You want to talk shit? So my thing is, shouty, it's a complete rejection. I'm going to another country to learn a different culture and hopefully learn a new fucking language just to find me a mate.
Pretty
So
much.
what if you're saying, well,
I'm a
I
PhD.
can't. If you saying I can't handle women pressure, American women pressure. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. What the fuck does that say about you? That I'm willing to spend more money to find a woman who could get on my program.
I'm a
The,
PhD.
pr- the problem is that a lot of these sisters that I have dealt with in the past, bruh, my ex fiancées, ex girlfriends. I'm gonna be real with you. Them bitches are doing worse now than when before I got with them.
Speak on it.
I have one female who fucking forever fucked her credit score up. She has a foreclosure on her home. Funny part about it was me when we were together as a truck driver, paying bills, no fucking problem, and handling my bills and nigga, you have never heard me complain about paying a goddamn. That's one thing a woman can say. They can never say. That's any woman who ever fuck with me. They can never say that I have never had a problem handling the bill. The only problem I have is where the fuck your money at. Because you talk big shit about we equal and shit, but I don't see where you're equally donating to your fucking bills, not mine, but yours. Anyway, to you sisters, I can't believe this shit though, for real though. All this shit that has, and we're gonna go past DJ. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna get on Umar Johnson bitch ass real quick. All that loud windmilling, being loud and wrong and shit, Umar, talking about black men, passport bros, all that shit, nigga. You got 3 baby fucking mamas and I got 0.
Fuck
Bitch.
you. Oh, fuck you.
That goes out to Umar Johnson.
Fuck you. Oh,
You talk
fuck you.
all of
Fuck.
that shit about black fucking men. You talk cash money hot shit, nigga.
He did. He really did.
Fuck talking about how black men need to marry black women, how black men need to take care of their kids. Let me preach real quick. Talking about how black men need to get back to the community, how black men need to mentor these kids from single mothers. Motherfucker, you got 3 goddamn kids and one of your kids, the oldest, is fucking complaining on the internet. You fool fucking dog. Fuck you, Umar.
Exactly.
What's your goddamn what's your goddamn 2018 Boosie fucking fade on your head, nigga?
Get on his ass. Get on his ass.
Goddamn, how many licks does it take to eat a Condex bar, nigga? Fuck
Get on
Umar
his ass.
Johnson.
Get
Right.
on his ass.
Then, and I'm going back to the black women. Ladies, how much proof do you motherfucking need? All these niggas who always pander to you, they fall every fucking time. For real though. They fall every motherfucking time. Every goddamn time. They be folding and falling like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Should I name the names? Let the names be named. We got Derek Jackson, the overgrown simp, the gorilla simp, bitch ass.
Yep.
Derek Jackson, dark ass. Whenever I told people, I was like, oh, I met Derek Jackson a long time ago. Yeah, he a real nigga. People thought it was bullshit when I said, he live out there in Atlanta. He a real ass nigga.
Check it out. Hey, I found the clip that we talking about, folks. I found the clip now.
I met Derek Jackson at the club a long time ago. This was back when I was with my first fiance. We met this nigga at the club and shit, and we didn't know the woman who he was with. That was his wife. We didn't even know that shit. This nigga parading around like he a single fucking man.
He ain't shit. He ain't shit.
You got Ace Metaphors talking all of that shit about black men pandering to black women. Then you find out his closet is full of shit. At least about me is I tell you I'm full. I tell you I ain't shit. At least I'm telling you up front I ain't shit. Granddaddy wasn't shit. My dad damn sure wasn't shit. But so by the end
Shit.
Oh, damn, if you still there, bro, we get real crunk in this damn podcast, bro. Best believe it. The crypto we get out the way first. And then we on to some straight up fuckery. Talk about fuckery, being about fuckery, tomfoolery, whatever you want to call it. But go ahead, continue, man, because after you done talking shit, I'm gonna roll this clip. This shit will make you fucking hate this nigga. I already didn't like the nigga in the first place.
So Dr. us brothers, especially us brothers who came over here in the red pill side, who consider themselves a Sigma. I'm kind of more of a Sigma, red pill, blue, a tad bit of blue pill, all that shit.
I've turned
I'm
into a
not
Sigma. I was an
and
alpha and
so
turned to a Sigma.
you never know alpha. No, I'm
Fuck you,
fucking with you.
nigga.
I'm fucking
I
with
know you. Don't let me do it now.
Fuck you.
Hey,
Oh, fuck you, fuck
upgrade your
you.
soundboard, nigga.
Fuck you, fuck you. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and so one thing you're gonna learn about is whenever you come to the red pill side, right? You learn a little bit about the red pill. At some point,
Sean, can you break down what I had already told to him? Because all I'm going to do is repeat myself several times because that's the baseline about uh, cryptocurrency is that it's digital money, and
yeah, I'll do the best I can, bro. Because you know
there,
you're better at me.
no moving from that. And that's like baseline quarter at the very minimum of what it is. It's just like your credit cards and other stuff is a form of digital currency. Now it's a more tangible, what you can actually see it as being that form of currency, but it's money flat. That's all it is. That's it.
yeah, nigga. And so I must have broke up.
Slightly. But just to help me to explain that to him so that way I won't have to go in circles.
So yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And so my thing is when April Mason said, if you want to be rich, sell black women fluff, ladies, and I'm talking to, and now I'm talking to the ain't shit one, all the good black women. You know I ain't talking. You know I will never call you out your name. You know I will never call you no bitch. I would never call you no bitch. No,
Here,
I won't.
let me say like this, because if he's listening, maybe he can help.
He is listening.
You know how you take your money and you go buy stocks on the stock exchange, and that's a digital asset of what you're investing in. And then you can turn around and take said stocks and you can sell said stocks to have that money to come back. That's literally what cryptocurrency is. You can buy said other versions of that stock or currency and turn around, unlike your traditional stock market, like how you have to sell that to use it, like you would have to sell it again in order to gain like USD or euro or anything else. Well, what you're doing is you're trading your dollars into another form of money. That's
That's
what you're
all it
doing.
is. That's all it is. Crypto. When you hear crypto, Damon, just hear stock. When you hear
Now,
crypto, just hear stock.
cryptocurrency is different from tokens, which is like the asset usage of a company, such as like how Ripple, their asset is let me put it like this. Ripple had came out with their stable coin, which is tied one-on-one par with the US dollar. So that is a cryptocurrency, such as to where like XRP is a utility token. It has a utilitarian value because it helps with cross-border transactions for large institutions and other stuff like that. So that has a store of value to it, of which it now is being used as a form of payment as well too. But that is the sum baseline of what cryptocurrency is money currency like USD,
USDT, USDC, anything you see that says USD in front of it, Damon, is
yeah.
on par with the dollar.
When you hear
It's a
currency,
stable coin.
when you hear currency, money, that's what that is. That's money behind it. When you hear tokens or anything else, then that's something different. But I want you to stick and keep with the thought process of cryptocurrency is money. That is the reason why the institutions, our government, and everybody else is getting into cryptocurrency because of the money. And that's the easiest way to look at it because of how much money Trump has made off of it, how much money they're putting into it, how much money that the Federal Reserve is looking at. Like, it's money is the bottom line of it. And if we don't move into that sector of money early on, just like how we decided to wanted to get into stocks later, if you look at it like this as well too, your cryptocurrency market is your stock market 2.0. It just has more of a utilitarian value behind it. Another way of looking at cryptocurrency as well too, or when we're talking about buying into different coins and other stuff, we're literally buying into different stock to where at another time we can swap it into stable coins so we can utilize that for payment. Or depending on where we are and where we go to, there's certain businesses or individuals that will take certain coins as a form of payment. So it has that utilitarian value behind it, but it all costs money in the end because it's still a form of money. So I just want you to have that thought baseline forefront. It's money. That's all it is. Just it's more now. It's a more tangible digital asset that you're able to see, because like how you just see numbers in regards to like your bank account, which is that which is your digital asset, so to speak, which is your digital bank notes, which is in there. Now you have other assets of which you're able to move around, which you can see, which have market value and other stuff. And unlike the inflationary value of your dollar, cryptocurrency has a set value. It does have its market volatility, but it's not inflationary. So that's the other benefit behind cryptocurrency versus your traditional dollar. Then it's global wise too, shit. But that I just want him to make sure he has that understanding about it. That way there is no confusion or there's no overthinking.
Gotcha. He's saying that he can't ask questions like right now and be in the live and stuff, and so that's discouraging right now. But I mean, you know, it is what it is.
No, I mean, I understand where he's wanting to get at, but because we're presently on the live, and that way I want him to have a baseline understanding about it. So when he does want to formulate his questions, he will already know at the very beginning basis to touch it off. Cryptocurrency is a form of cash. Cryptocurrency is a digital money. So when his questions evolve, it will evolve around accumulation of said money or anything else to do with money. Because if he already knows how to operate with money, then it'll be much easier for me to explain cryptocurrency to him when we have our one-on-one conversations.
Right. It's about patience, Damon. It's going to take a lot of patience because this stuff takes a lot of research and understanding. And like Dragon said, get the basics first. And then when you get one-on-one with him, then you'll be able to understand more when y'all get into it more in depth.
Right. That's all I'm doing is feeding you seeds now. So that way, when you have your questions, you have already been slightly educated in where you're needing to be at. So when you say, oh, okay, cool, I know cryptocurrency is now a form of money. Now maybe I can ask, well, where can I use it at or something else like that? Because you have that beginning questions. Now you can formulate more in depth for me. That's all.
Gotcha. I understand, Damon. Yeah, we'll talk, bro.
Yes, yeah.
So let's go back to this with what I'm gonna play this, and you will see anybody that's out there in YouTube land, you will see how damn disgusting this nigga Umar is. Listen to this bullshit. Let me go on mute.
Why is it that Dr. Umar has free? Please let me just say this, right? Why does he have 3 children with 3 baby mothers? And if they're all black queens, why has he not taken one of those queens and made them his absolute queen and showed the black brothers that no matter what children you have, one of your mothers should be your permanent wife? That's what my son said to me.
13-year-old princess is the only juvenile child that I have. My oldest is grown now. So it's really only one whose mother I would need to marry. And I'm not going to go into why. Just know that My mission dictates that whoever I marry can be a support to my wife. I can't. It gotta be a support to her.
He said,
So what he was saying is basically he's saying that the chick that has his 13-year-old, if he was to marry her, that the person that he married has to be supportive of his mission in order for her to marry, or in order for him to marry her. But here's the thing. You knew how her ass was when you stuck the dick in a nigga. Don't sit there and say you didn't. I want to hear that shit. You supposedly a PhD. You ain't dumb. So you gonna tell me that before you stuck this dick in her, and then matter of fact, nigga, why didn't you use the condom in the first place? So you impregnated this woman knowing that she was not supportive of your mission? Do you see the bullshit this dude is on? This dude is literally bullshit walking. And he expects somebody to invest in his school and do all this other. Fuck this nigga. All over. Fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even deal with Umar, so
it's crazy.
Talking about him left and right. I was like, he's a sham because I could tell by how he is. Because
it's ridiculous, dude.
Energy signatures that he was giving off, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Plus, how he was talking about you shouldn't this and that. I'm like, you can't tell me what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do my stuff because you want to do stuff and you ain't. I don't see you with what you saying of what you with anyway, so I'm not listening to you. And sure enough, you were right along the same lines, and he was a pookie that pulled the wool over their eyes, and he put up that forefront so that way people wouldn't give me shit. Now, them people old enough now, and they're able to spend. His daughter came out, and now the truth and stuff is coming out. Now people are all in shams, and it was like when he was saying something about the school, and when he got absolutely quiet in regards to it, that was their red flag right then and there, and they still went right with it because it was all he triggered their emotions. They got into that emotional state, and we all know too well, just as much as the U.S. government knows, you get them in their emotions, and we can easily manipulate their asses. Give them a little bit of stuff here and there, and we can easily sit up there and get them exactly where we want them to be every fucking time. And that's exactly what he did because he learned from their asses. And look where they're at now. Anyway, you know how I am, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell the truth. And I'm going to say exactly what it is. The asses got manipulated. They got that rug pulled over their eyes because exactly what they wanted to hear, what made them feel good. And once he got them in that feel good and them dopamine receptors were going off and he was able to hit them like that, then he sucked the asses fucking dry. As much as he was screwing snow bunnies on top of that.
Now check this out. I'm going to let you see something else. This motherfucker here. Let you see this shit here. This is another version of him doing some pookie shit, acting like he goddamn trying to tell somebody to stay focused. Bitch, you in goddamn you in fucking Sosua, the red light district of the damn Dominican Republic. And this is you right here. I'm gonna go on mute again. Okay, this says he in Santo Domingo. This is a different one.
Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
You said peace and
Brother King Kong consciousness.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna say this now. His mindset is when he was in Dominican Republic, he basically saying these are not the black women that we should be marrying. He talking about American black women, but this dumbass don't understand the slave ships dropped off every fucking where, nigga. So it don't fucking matter. But let's move on this.
Thank you, Baba.
He better not mess up my favorite motherfucking city in DR. Man, I swear for goodness, I see this nigga, I'm slapping his ass.
Right. Not fuck that up. That is my
Pie ass, that's my home. You better not. I will come for your ass, motherfucker. I don't care. Fuck that. Don't fuck that place up. Don't do that. Keep your regular ass out from over there. Cockroaches.
Where's all my Dominican Republic Africans? Where my Haitian Africans? I need my Haitian Africans to come get me. Where my Haitian Africans? I need my Haitian Africans to come get me. Where my Haitian Africans? I need my Haitian Africans to come get me. Dominican Republic. Where my Dominican Republic Africans?
Fuck you.
Thank you, Baba.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga.
All right, now I'm gonna show y'all. He ain't saying shit in this. I'm gonna show y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show y'all another situation where this nigga couldn't even goddamn concentrate. Couldn't even fucking concentrate, dog.
Dudes like that, they be giving the good ones a bad look.
Exactly, dude. I hope I can find this shit, dude. This nigga was in Sosua. Hold on. Uh-oh. What's this? Dominican Pro. Hold on. What did Anton talk about this nigga?
Like, fuck.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna get on Anton about that. I'm not even gonna get on that. I'm trying to find where this nigga had this nigga was in is this it? No, that's a different one. This nigga was in Dominican Republic in Sosua. And this might be it right here. I think they're talking about this nigga in this one. Hold on. No, they talking about the Santo Domingo trip because there they go again. Dr. Moore falls in love after visiting Dominican Republic.
Keep his ass out from over there. Fuck that.
I'm trying to find the one where he was in Sosua. He was in Sosua one point in time, and this nigga kept like getting distracted by booty, just passing him by. He could not concentrate.
No,
I was like, I can't find it, man. I don't know where the hell this shit at, man. I've seen it a long time ago, man.
Hyenas and shit, man. Fuck that. Hell nah. You keep your ass the fuck over there. Go take your ass back to
he is trash. He is literally trash.
Who the fuck he is? 1000%.
He is trash, dude. He is fucking trash. Hold on, what's this right here? I think this is the same. It's the same. Let me see what this is talking about right here. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me go on mute.
They might speak Spanish. They might be a little lighter than the rest of us, but they are African. You know how I know? Because the Dominican Republic queens are 5'5", dick in the thighs. They are African. Believe me. Believe me.
And this is the motherfucker. This motherfucker got 3 baby mamas.
Man.
Over here, they are talking about something. These are African, they 5'5", thick in the thigh. Dude, you need to be focused on that damn school, nigga. That's what you need to be focused on. Where the hell is the damn school at? You trash ass motherfucker. Where's the school at?
Shit.
I'm surprised Max is so quiet right now. Max, why are you so quiet, dog?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
You must have been on mute the whole time.
No, I was not on mute. I was talking, and
No, we couldn't hear you.
Started talking. Oh, I was about to say. I was like,
The whole time we could not hear you, dude. We could not hear you at all.
I don't know. That's some weird shit.
Yeah. It's trash ass nigga. Fuck Umar, dude. I swear if I see him, I'm slapping him on sight. Put me in jail. I'm slapping him on sight.
I want my money back, nigga.
I ain't giving no money. I don't know why the fuck you did.
I was young. And my ex-fiance, I was young. Sorry,
Oh shit.
I got a piece of bacon jerky in my mouth. So I was young, right? My ex-fiance sucking me into donating to this nigga cause. So I gave this nigga I donated a couple of $1,000s over the years and shit. And this was when I was a beta. I was a simp. I gave him a couple
Man,
of $1,000, and I've been still waiting for that school to open up. Yeah, nigga, nigga, I got old emails from this nigga.
hey man,
I
let me say something real. Let me say something. I'm sorry to interrupt, but Dragon, I don't know why he acting like this, but my homeboy he said he communicates differently. He says he's impressed, true enough, but he said if he can't talk about the information or delve into the shit that I'm curious about, he says I want to, but I can't move my money like that. He says, well, I can't even do that when I'm not speaking to anyone. You
bruh,
got me on some shit
bruh,
I have millions of questions about and have to text. That's not what I'm about, bro. You are limiting yourself.
bruh.
I mean, the only thing I did was just give him a basis because we're on stream for right now, and then after the stream, I can get in depth with him. But I'm just giving him the Chrome basics, like the batter, eggs, milk, and everything else behind it before we get into the more in-depth questions. What's the problem with that?
I don't
And
know,
right
dude.
now
Hey,
we're
but
on a
hey,
live, so of course I can't talk to him about that, but at least I can give him some seeds so he can think about the questions of what he wants to ask. So that's why I'm a little bit confused.
it's all good, man. We let people do what they do, bro. That's what I'm on. We let people do what they do. You want to limit yourself, that's your business. No disrespect. You want to limit yourself, that's your business. But back, I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry. I know how you get sidetracked when somebody interrupts you. I really
No,
apologize. But go ahead. You got the flow. You got the flow.
Damon. We're
He
on
ain't
the
in the
live
live
right
no. He ain't in the live no more. He ain't in the live no more. He out.
now.
He gone.
Well, I'm still gonna say, Damon. Scary money don't never make no money, bro. Scary investments never make any money. Look at the difference between a mutual fund and a goddamn ETF, right? So ETF, there's a risk you will lose your money. There's like you can lose your money in an ETF. Over time, you can make money, but you can lose a lot of money with an ETF. With mutual fund, you will never lose money in a mutual fund. But if you look at how much interest you're getting on a mutual fund, ain't fucking much, bruh. It's basically what? If you put $1,000 in, what you get back? $50? If even that. So you got to like, I say talk over with whoever your financial advisor is. Talk over with them and see how much money can you move around to do a crypto investment. That's all
Or
that it takes.
He can basically just do $20 a pay period, dude, and just put it in Coinbase.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Start
but
just
there.
like that.
my thing is this though, like I was saying, like I understand he has a lot of questions and other stuff like that, but in the same reference point about like because he needs to, make sure that he's investing in himself. But as much as the information of what I can provide for him, I mean, I have to say this and I have to be respectful in regards to for the sake of intellectuality. If he were to Google some of that, the same thing of what I just told him, he will come up with the basis. That way, when he has more strategic questions in regards to how he wants to utilize his assets, I will be able to help him in that manner. But just like how I started off with y'all and everybody else, it's a digital asset. It's money. Now we can move on elsewhere once we can get to a point to where we can actually, discuss stuff. But it's like okay.
It is what it is. Let's get back on track with Umar. We are gone 2 hours so far. So let's get back. Look at this nigga here.
Yeah, invest your money like Dr.
Yes, the
Umar.
revolutionary Pan-African fast. What are we up to? We up to
We're doing this one for all the ladies.
we must stay focused, my brothers, in the Dominican Republic. We must stay focused.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you see this nigga? Whoever did the editing on this shit was is genius.
We're doing this one for all the ladies.
Trash ass nigga.
Right. Look at that. Run that back one more time. I'm sorry. That
This
was-
this
whole
this is
thing
this is
was
the one this is the one in Sasua. This is the one in Sasua, dog. This is the one in Sasua, but this is the one that's edited to be funny like this. Listen to this.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Hey, Umar, as much as I won't talk my shit, I've been to Sasua. Hey, player, I don't blame you, player.
I don't blame him either, but god
Hey,
damn, man.
but hey, Dr. Umar, I've been out there. Me and the homies I met out there, and we having a conversation. There was a bitch who walked by. We forgot what the fuck we was talking about.
Of course. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you put on this front that you just this motherfuckers don't understand. When you get to the point where you're a public figure, you get put on a pedestal of expectation and accountability that I don't think a lot of them understand. I don't think they understand this shit.
You kind of made your money off of lying and pandering to women and also shitting on black men at the same fucking time.
Exactly. And doing the same fucking thing
Man,
that you shitting on black men for. Other than going Bunny.
It's like the overgrown simp. You talking about all this shit, this narcissistic fuck talking all this shit about himself on the camera, but in the point of other men.
He is a narcissistic fuck. He is a narcissistic fuck.
Always wondered around how Derek Jackson knew so much about the fuckboy game until you realize, oh, he's talking about himself.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Airbnb, what you want? Oh, okay.
Heard too much.
Narc ass nigga. He a narc ass nigga. That's what he is.
Man, Umar Johnson, you just a scammer, bro. I know scammer.
Yep.
Fuck you. Because ain't his mama.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
Sean,
What?
I love you, and I do love that song. You playing the fuck out of it right now, bro. I love
So
it, but
fuck
I love
you.
that. I love that.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
For all the people who love that song,
fuck you. Fuck
you
you.
say fuck me all you want, but your voice,
Fuck you.
lay off the black and mild.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, but you playing the shit out of that song though, bro.
Fuck you.
You say fuck me all you want.
Fuck you.
Hey, the same thing you saying to me, the same thing you doing to that song.
I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. I don't care.
Get out of that motherfucker.
I do not care. I don't care.
Please, I have children. They need me.
I don't care, dude. I don't care, dude.
But yeah, man, black female fuckery. That's I got something for that too. Last time I checked, boy, look at here. These motherfuckers have not stopped with the fuckery. To the point of, I think I play this the other night about this stupid ass chick right here. That no, I'm not even gonna play that anymore. That shit disgusts me. I can't play that anymore. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead on and just transition in to what the main topic of tonight is that Democrats are cannibalizing themselves. They are actually doing this. Democrats are their own worst enemies. They really are. So if you guys have not seen it, that there are several instances of Democrats going against other Democrats. You even have the voters who pretty much are done. They're done with the Democratic Party. I even seen a it was a short of a dude that he said, "Damn it, man, I'm a fucking Republican now." That's what he pretty much said. And I like this guy here. I'm gonna tag him in the description, guy. This guy's name is Brandon Lehman. He has a pretty well produced podcast. He has about 179,000 subscribers. I see him getting to the point of a black conservative, getting up there with numbers like that. So I'm going to leave the at him at matter of fact, let me go ahead on and copy this and put it in the description. But this guy here has some really good takes on the whole Democrats pretty much being their own worst enemy. So I'm going to let this play and then we're going to opine about it. So I'm about to go on mute.
So far, and that's saying something. It's not enough that they humiliated themselves at Trump's speech to Congress. Now they've decided to take to social media to continue the self-flagellation to remedy their self-diagnosed messaging problem. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 200,000 subscribers. But let's start with what the Democrats consider to be their resonating and inspiring message to the American people. Choose your character.
They didn't use Final Fantasy.
God, that is so fucking cringe, bro. So fucking cringe, dude.
Yes, it's entirely cringe, and everybody's been talking about
with
it.
a younger voter, I guess, by pretending
Here's
to be
the
video
problem
game
with
characters
it,
and having
do you know what the problem with it is? That shit, that
I'm waiting
trend
on you
is
to
like
say.
2 years so late.
It is. And it's like the Democrats are trying their best to copy the conservative social media print as far as podcasts and all that other stuff goes. They are losing it.
I'm starting to think, bruh. I'm starting to think what it is, bruh, is that I'm starting to think the Democrats are playing. It feels like Democrats are. They at the point they're playing chess now, right? Because if you look at all the people who are who have who are in these videos, who have been doing the whole podcast shit, all those Democrats are the ones that are going to be exiting out of the. They're going to be getting voted out probably in the midterms. And the reason why is you see if there's a podcast where Galvin Newsom and Charlie Kirk did, is where Galvin Newsom is starting to try to take a more more of a mutual bipartisan a
Trying to be centrist.
bipartisan. Yeah, he's trying to be more. He's trying to be more, close to the center on the Democrat
Populist.
side. Yeah, no, not populist, but more of on the center side. He's trying to basically balance out the Democrat Party.
Right.
So, with the bullshit is going on, like people like Jasmine Crockett, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, there's a large percentage of those people will be getting voted out within this next midterm, because you already see some people in the party are going
Crashing
back towards the right, and they're being more sensible with their policies now. Like example, see how Galvin Newsom have backpacked from the trans and LGBT, the Skittle Squad. How they backed away
Hey,
from that.
that's a new way of saying that shit and won't get in fucking trouble. Just say
Skittle Squad.
there we go.
Skittle Squad.
Bet. Appreciate you, Max.
The Skittle Squad, yeah, nigga. Shout
Fuck
out to
y'all,
Angry
be
Man.
using that shit.
I like the Starburst gang better, but hey,
Starburst game. That's funny.
the Starburst gang and the Skittle Squad. You know them niggas. You starting to see how people are backing away from them, and the reason why is they. I know that sound from anywhere. The reason why they backing away from that, they're backing away from them is because they realize it's a losing topic, and then it's a losing topic, and we're gonna be real with you, bro. It's like example, excuse me, it's basically they're trying to balance himself out for 2028, a fight against JD Vance. And
Which they gonna fucking lose because he's a freaking monster.
well, the problem is that the LGBTQ tried to backpack their rights off of civil rights.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with that is that the whole country was kind of tired of the racism. It was a Republican-backed bill that Lyndon B. Johnson signed, and so it wasn't like to know that it was a Republican that sponsored the bill. Eisenhower was the sponsor of the Civil Rights Act. He's the father of the Civil Rights Act. People will say Lyndon B. Johnson, but Lyndon B. Johnson had no choice to sign it, or the fucking Republicans were going to deadlock Congress.
Dude.
So,
God.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people don't know that information though.
I'm listening to you what you're saying. It's just that I'm sitting here looking through these videos trying to find this short or something of Jasmine Crockett where she was speaking all proper, and then
Angry Man.
Angry Man. It was on Angry Man, wasn't it?
Hold on, I think we probably.
Yeah, I think it was on Angry Man. It sure was.
Yeah.
It was on Angry Man.
And so so the Democrats right now, they are out. This is the end of what you see of the Democrats. This is the end. But
here it is. There it is. I found that.
The problem is that they're like a cancer of the Democrat Party that's going to fight to the fucking end. Remember, part of the squad has already, the progressive squad, they call themselves the squad. A good part of them have already been voted out of Congress and the House of Representatives. Now I don't think Ilhan Omar is going to win her. She's not winning. AOC
Hell no.
is not going.
Hell no, she ain't. She actually committed assault the other day.
Re-election. She's not going to win her re-election.
Nah.
Rashida Tlaib, she's not winning her re-election.
Mm-mm.
Because the same people that voted, like the same people that voted for AOC, the same people that voted for Trump, but there was nobody that was a decent politician that was going to beat AOC.
What's that guy's name? Chef, however you say his name. He
Adam
probably won't
Schiff.
win either. Adam Schiff's going to be voted out. Probably Cory. I don't know. Cory Booker might get voted out too.
She's getting voted out because her district turned red. No, my bad. Her district moved Republican.
Whose?
The chick you just Cory Booker.
No, Cory Booker's a man.
Hey, my bad. His district.
Well, no, you know what? You're right. That was not a Freudian slip. You're right, dude. She. That's right, Cory Booker. Because Cory Booker does have some tendencies, bruh. He got
Cory
some
Booker.
tendencies.
Yeah, the Hakeem Jeffries discount on Obama, and I call
Oh
that
yeah,
nigga
he's gonna get voted out.
yeah, he
Timu
discount
Obama.
on Obama and goddamn Cory Booker, that
Mm-hmm.
bitch. That,
Great bitch.
that
He's a
bitch is
bitch.
he a Van Jones ass nigga.
I'm telling you, crying ass nigga. Let's listen. Let's listen to this shit Angry Man goddamn had on this chick, man. I'm going on mute, y'all.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. No one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need. Listen, he up there, he's spewing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't. But when she called me and said, I think it's time for me to retire, and you're the one that I believe should take my seat, I really was kind of caught off guard. I didn't anticipate that. If anyone knows anything about the Congresswoman, they know we showed up, and if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts. Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year.
This chick here, man. You see that? You see how she code switch just like Kamala Harris code switch?
Yep.
Code switching. Panty women, goddamn black women. I still gotta get that. I gotta get that shit. You better thank a union member. But yeah, man, this shit's crazy.
$40 40-hour week weekend time. You better thank a union member. Paid vacations. You better thank the union member.
Shit's crazy, dog. But yeah, man, these motherfuckers is trash, dog. You know what's crazy? You mentioned it earlier, sort of. Black women are the most naive imbeciles on the face of the earth. Like, they fall for any fucking thing. The feminists took advantage of them. White women took advantage of them. Pandering ass black men and took advantage of them. Umar and took advantage of them. Now you got Kamala Harris and any of these Democrats. Democrats have been, they just fall for it. They voted at overwhelmingly, 93% for Kamala Harris? While black men only voted 79%?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
All right, go ahead.
It's like you ever met a dude who's extremely smart.
Yeah.
He's book smart, extremely
And didn't
book
have no
smart,
common sense. Yep, I've met
but
plenty of them.
dumb than a motherfucker.
Yeah, my ex-wife like that.
Dumb as a mother, dumber than a goddamn ham sandwich.
Dumber than a box of rocks.
Dumber than goddamn a pastrami sandwich at Cass Cafe, nigga. It doesn't make goddamn sense how dumb this shit is. So that's what it is. Black women, they too smart for their own fucking good. Because they basically, whenever you have a political party is backing your needs, yes, that will be the smart. Yeah, you are right. You have every right to vote for that political party because they literally have based their party off of you. They have gotten you guarantees. Like example, Wall Street. Black women complain about they want to wear the hair they want to wear the way they wanted to. The Crown Act. What is it? How much did Black Wall Street invest in black women?
Can't remember.
50 billion? It's like 50 billion or some shit like that. 500 billion, some shit like that. Investing in the black women. So yes, they have every right to fall back on the Democrat Party. But here's the thing. The Democrat Party has not benefited y'all. Actually, Democrat Party has ruined y'all ladies to a point to where niggas don't even take y'all fucking serious no more. other women of other races don't take y'all serious because you have a middle class, a woman who grew up all of her life in the upper middle class, who graduated from private schools. Known in Texas, there's not a lot of black private schools. Yeah, she went to Clanbrook. That's a private school. Oh, yeah. And she's talking with
Come from
all
old
these
Baptist money.
She talking with all these old ass Ebonics, all these ghetto mentality that knowing that if her parents, if they still alive, knowing that they ain't raised their baby like that.
Boy, they be
Co-
livid.
You said what?
They would be livid.
Shit, they will be goddamn disappointed because you playing the role
I dishonor.
as an ignorant ass.
Yeah.
You playing the role as an ignorant ass nigga for what? For fame?
And all this shit we done for you all your life, and you gonna act like that?
Bitch, you ain't no
Hell,
fucking Jasmine Crockett. You are not a politician. You are a content creator. Fuck out of here.
pretty much. Matter of fact, all
Sorry
these
one at
Democrats are
that.
content creators. Al Green, fucking content creator for what he did, and this somebody that said that. Anton said that shit today on Millionaire Morning Show. He was saying all these motherfuckers ain't nothing but content creators now. That's all they are. Got no power, can't do shit. And what's crazy is he sat there and stood up talking about there's no mandate for Medicare and Medicaid. Da-da-da. Bitch, Congress. See, and that's the thing. Voters don't even let this shit pass them by. Congress is the damn paycheck for the goddamn government. If y'all have a problem with that shit, legislation.
Yeah,
But you too busy goddamn being Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, and if any cuts that will come,
Congress has to do it.
Congress will be in charge of it, but don't get it twisted. Congress is going to be extremely transparent if they make any cuts. And
Yep.
I guarantee you, they're going to be like, we're not cutting your costs on Medicaid. We're cutting the administration.
Man, it's clear anybody that vote Democrat is dumb as a box of rocks, dog.
Pretty much.
Dumb as a box of rocks. For real. Like I had a friend of mine was on Facebook talking about, if he wants to celebrate DJ and him being a brain cancer survivor, he shouldn't have cut what was it? What was that shit? Funding for Make-A-Wish. Yeah. Did he cut funding for Make-A-Wish?
He can't because it is a public benefit service.
Exactly.
So
but no.
Congress.
It's all Congress. But let's go ahead and continue with this because y'all do know it's
we'll hear something funny.
Go ahead.
The bill that Donald Trump is the reason why DJ was able to get the surgeries that he did without his dad going into bankruptcy.
And I seen his dad, and his dad don't look like he got a lot of money. He was in the damn Congress with a do-rag on, nigga.
My nigga had a Scully, nigga.
He had a Scully on, though.
My
and
nigga
I'm not picking on him. I'm just saying it doesn't look like he had nothing. Why didn't he have a suit on?
My nigga had a Scully with the Texas shirt on, nigga.
He sure did. I wonder if they're in Jasmine Crockett. I wonder if they're in Jasmine Crockett's district, the 10th district in Texas. I wonder if.
All I'm gonna say is, shout out to DJ's dad. That nigga got great taste when it comes to cowboy hats. Great fucking
I seen that,
my nigga.
I seen that. That was a nice cowboy hat he had on.
I was like, man, the white one and the black one. You see,
he was in the Oval Office with the button-up shirt. He had the big belt buckle on, and he had a cowboy hat on. I was like, look at this cat.
Yeah, and the funny shit about it is the motherfucker. There was black women that was ragging on him. I was just like, do you know that it's actually Texas formal rear?
That is Texas formal. The damn show is. Show is, bro.
Like if you come into a guy, and this was one thing I learned about a little bit when I lived in Texas. If you come into any business establishment If you come in like that, you gotta come in clean than a motherfucker. Your hoops gotta be fresh, spotless, polished, all that shit. I guarantee you, they show about if they did a full body picture of this nigga, I'd be like, yo, where the fuck you got those boots, nigga? I guarantee you, every hat maker is getting make sure man. Shout out to DJ's dad again, and he's making America great again. By every hat maker probably have gotten calls, make me that fucking hat because I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That white hat was Chris Stone, nigga. I ain't gonna bullshit. All right. The reason how I know that shit, I called a hat guy. He says it cost about $700 to make that hat. And I told him to run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
No,
on.
for real. That hat homie wearing, that was a specially ordered hat. That's a custom order hat. And so, my bad. I don't mean to drag on about the hat. It was just a hat. Those nigga got great taste in hats, in my opinion. And I'm done.
No problem. So let's go back. Let's listen to this about. He's gonna get into some shit, and remember this is spring forward, so time just went up. It is now 3:05 Eastern.
Was their attempt to connect with the younger voter, I guess, by pretending to be video game characters and having different stats and strengths. Let's take a look at all these in case you missed them. We've got Solhee Jessica Wu, her strengths being a bento box queen, mommy of the century, and her negative stat being sleep deprived. So we have AOC, New York's 14th congressional district, youngest woman Latina to be elected to the House. And her negative stat is Trekkie, which I don't know what that means. There's Rep. Catherine Clark, House Minority Whip, Massachusetts 5th congressional district, not into hair dye. And of course, we have Ghetto Jasmine Crockett, Texas's 30th congressional district, public defender plus attorney. Those are the same thing. And her downsides are not a morning person. Well, they should have added not a people's person, not a nice person, not a respectable person, but I guess not a morning person.
And I'm telling you, dog, I saw while you was you was talking about something, and I was looking for that video of her, talking the way she was, comedian like. And I swear, dude, I saw this one picture, dog. The umbrella was on crooked on one side. She's got that same frontal she's been wearing since she's been in public office, since she's been in the pub. That same part on that one side. This chick is the poster girl for ratchet ass bitches in America. She is. Well, she's got the umbrella, she's got the frontal, and she ain't married. She's not married. And I kind of figure why she ain't married. The bitch is probably combative as hell and argumentative. Guarantee you she is.
I bet you money. Jasmine Crockett is probably one of the most sweetest women you probably ever know. She just pulling up a fucking front for fame and fortune.
Well, she's the sweetest woman you ever will know. Why the fuck ain't nobody scooped her ass up yet?
I'm saying let me repeat. She probably one of the sweetest women you will ever know, but she traded that ratchet shit for fame and fortunes, nigga.
I feel you, but she can get married and have fame and fortune too, nigga.
She's a sexy red of politicians right now.
Damn.
Yeah, she is a sexy red politician. And like I said, that bitch ain't married, bro. You telling me it's some nigga in Texas that ain't tried to goddamn scoop her ass up, dog. I can't understand shit. She's an attorney. She's attractive. If she didn't have all this bullshit, if she just fixed her umbrellas right, man, have the lashes on straight.
The first
thing
said is what stopped the mass majority of dudes in Texas right there.
What? Attorney?
And she's a sister too. Think about it.
Well, yeah, attorneys is like on that red flag list, like real estate agents. So I guess we can add that to the red flag list. Attorneys, along with real estate agents, along with nurses, along with travel nurses, along with CNAs. That's all red flag list.
The them against. Let's
Hairdressers.
think about it.
Hairdressers, professors,
Shit.
teachers.
To think of it. She can call some people, come knock on your door, and that's it.
Women who
Wait,
are professionally students.
Yeah, professional students. Yep. But let's continue.
Person works. So instead of realizing that it's their disastrous policies, political personalities, abysmal track record, and an overall anti-American spirit that most Americans aren't feeling, they think it's these kind of antics that are what's missing, that's stopping the Democrat Party from elevating to this gold standard. But in hilarious fashion, the White House dropped their response video, and it is absolutely
y'all watch this shit.
The epic. Watch. Okay.
Totally appropriate. Appropriate.
Check that shit out though, bro. You see how, honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. That shit was kind of fire.
Fly
shit. It was like, I I could see them switching the music for the Avengers, nigga.
Yep.
Actually,
I can too.
Had the Killer Instinct character select thing.
And you know what else I heard too that was off the chain? The average age of the cabinet is 54 years old. And what does that make them? Gen X, nigga. Gen X is in control of the fucking country, nigga.
Yeah. Look at the Democrats. They're fucking boomers, bruh.
Boomers, yep. They are boomers.
But
we're gonna continue
boomers, bruh. Like Maxine Waters, Al Green, Elizabeth Warren.
That Riz bitch from Connecticut, that chick from Connecticut with the purple hair. This chick was on fucking social. She was on a social media post trying to use social media terms. And at the end of the fucking post, she said, "Now see what that was? That was demure." And that was sweet. I'm like, damn, this bitch said demure. I don't even trust bitches that use social media terms. Nope. Bitches say shit like sassy, dusty, narcissist, this shit and that. I don't trust them bitches. And this bitch took her whole fucking short was her using different social media terms and shit. And she got the damn microphone. You know, the microphone you see motherfuckers are holding on TikTok, not the little small one, but just a little microphone. I'm like, this bitch is trying to copy fucking millennial shit.
No, they're trying to be Donald Trump, but they can't. The reason why is Donald Trump, Donald Trump, I said Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he has something that the Democrats don't have. You know what it is? It's called charisma.
I was just about to say that.
And also one thing he has, the nigga is actually fucking funny.
Yes, he is.
Like, it's not like
yes, he is
pandering funny. It's like
automatic funny.
Do you know how you know the nigga was funny? He was in. Remember when he did the black conference and shit?
Yeah,
like he did with all those black reporters.
Yeah,
and he had them
grieved on stage by that black girl.
He had them motherfuckers gasping for air, like he had them niggas laughing, and I was just like, yeah, that's something that Donald Trump has, is that those black folks, majority of them voted for Kamala Harris, but I guarantee majority walked out like, man, yeah, fuck Donald Trump. I think it was kind of funny.
They probably did say that shit under their breath, and of course, because of Trump derangement syndrome, they can never see themselves actually siding with this nigga. And all this shit's just Trump derangement, man. That's all it is.
My thing is, what's the Republicans got to do this for the, oh my God, for the next 2 years. I pray and 3 months, 5 pounds, newborn baby, white Jesus in the manger. Goddamn it! Please do not let the Republicans fuck up for these 2 years. Fuck it, for the next 4 years. Please don't let them fuck up.
Watch how the economy changes. It usually takes a year for this shit. And that watch about January next year. How this shit gonna
Well,
be?
well, it's like this, bruh. If the Democrats don't fuck, if the Democrats, they're already fucking up still. But if they don't fuck up, right? If Republicans don't fuck up, don't get into like example of Ben Shapiro talking about Derek Chauvin should be pardoned. I'm like, yeah, fuck that shit. No, I'm like Ben Shapiro, you should shut the fuck up. This got to Ben Shapiro. Please, on the behalf of niggas like me, please shut the fuck up. Because I do agree with you, Ben Shapiro. You're actually fucking right about the Derek Chauvin shit. He should be pardoned, but please shut the fuck up. We don't need you niggas to ruin this shit for me. You ain't gonna ruin if nigga. I swear to God, I'm like Dave Chappelle when he got Oprah Winfrey pregnant and segment in the segment. Statman, if you fuck this shit up for me, nigga. Like it's like this. If you a hard working brother, everything Donald Trump about to do, you about to not only you about to benefit my nigga, but nigga,
Mhm.
you about to ball the fuck out after these 4 years, bruh.
Definitely filing my taxes, nigga. What
Like,
what
yeah,
what if that $5,000 refund hits? They said they got to wait till they get like $1 trillion. They find a because
yeah.
what is it? Elon said he thinks it's probably $2 trillion they
All
can
right,
find.
so every $50 billion, that check they're talking about, they
Mm-hmm.
find it will go up 247. It will go up. My bad. 20% was 20% of 247. What is that about? $48.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
So every 50 billion they find, you will get 20. You will get $48 around that mark. A little
Mm-hmm.
$60.
Too bad we don't have less population in America. If we was only a nation of maybe about 150 billion, shit, that should go up even more
But
than that.
see, here's the thing though. What Donald Trump has done with the illegal immigrant situation, our population about to severely decrease, bruh.
Yeah, it is because they said it went from 18,000 crossing in a day to now it's down to what 200 and something. But they said
Bruh,
the other day, there was only like 20 something people came over the border. Or was it 40?
there was the economist years ago who said literally about 10 to 20% of the United States American people are illegal immigrants.
That's a lot. It's fucking a lot.
And he was like, yeah, that he's like that, yeah. He's like, it sounds far fetched, but he's like, that is actually honest truth. He's like, about 50 million people aren't supposed to be in the United States.
Mm. So really,
And he's like,
damn.
and he was just like, then also remember those people had kids.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, about 50 million people aren't supposed to be here. But he was
Wow.
like, 20 million people definitely aren't supposed to be here. He's like 20
Yeah.
million people supposed. He's like, if you want to do a lot about the homeless problem, about the low wages, all this shit, he was like, yeah, you got to.
200,000.
Well, I'm
He's like,
sorry.
you got to deport 20 million. You got to deport those 20 million people, and once those 20 million people gone, you will incentivize more people to shop American. He was like, yeah, a lot of problems that we have in our society in America would not be here.
Wow.
That's how much illegal immigration affects a nation.
Mm.
I break you like this to all the people who don't understand politics. Illegal immigration to the point of the United States of America is if we did not have the currency that we have, we would have been bankrupt years ago.
Pretty much.
You cannot sustain a society to where you have a percentage of a percentage of people in your country legally working off the books.
They
Because
said, yeah, I'm sorry.
My bad. What you gonna say?
No, I just said that I heard PBD Patrick. I follow his podcast, PBD podcast. They said that by 2032 or 2033, if we don't stop this damn bleeding of our finances, we will go bankrupt as a nation. But I think we have the right people in place that it's not going to happen.
You said 2028 or
2032 or 2033. I can't remember exactly the year, but it's one of those. He says about 2032 or 2033, we will go bankrupt if the bleeding does not stop.
I don't believe that. You wanna know why?
All
It's
right.
gonna be quicker than that.
Could be.
The
I think we got the right
why
people in
I say it's
place.
gonna be quicker. The reason why I say it will be quicker than that because they do not equivalate the effects that COVID had. COVID is a variable change that no one really has. It really has talked about. It has really gone into effect.
Right. I feel you on that.
Because you already felt what it was like with the effect of COVID with the logistics side when it comes to trucking. You already have felt it with when it comes to the market, food, inflation, etc. Now you're feeling I think a year ago that the kids who during COVID have felt the effects with the education system. You have felt their effects with the relationships. You have felt the effects with the health side. Now, COVID, what's going on right now? Now you're feeling the effects of COVID when it comes to politicians because remember, politics runs from 2 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're
this
right.
is the effect of COVID when it comes with our politicians now. So we're at the beginning of the effects of COVID. Now, what is going to happen next? We got to see. But like, whenever Elon Musk was like, "Yeah, we got to make a severe cut with our severe cut in government spending," it is not a fucking joke, people. Like, don't get it twisted. Your people will be coming off of Medicare because of the fact that, like, yo, it's like this. Either you want this public assistance, or you want your country to go bankrupt. Which one you want? I mean,
If
sorry,
you go bankrupt, you won't
either
have
pick.
no public assistance.
Well, if it goes bankrupt, shit, bitch, you better hope you still at a young, ripe age because you will be selling pussy. Don't get it twisted. You will be selling pussy. That's why I have told a lot of my
And niggas
female
will be
friends.
be robbing.
No, what will happen is men will become slaves. They will become slaves because of the fact that
Get paid.
you got to work yourself out of this shit. So what will happen is, if you're not a adequate man that has a skill, you will become a labor slave. If you have a skill as an adequate man, your skill will be honored. You'll be the overseer of all the slaves. You'll be who's that nigga on that nag. That's basically what you'll be. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this video, man. It's about 14 minutes long. We only 2 minutes in.
Okay, not only was that White House video epic, but the production quality was just through the roof. It's pretty evident that the Democrat Party is feeling the spigot of funds being turned off by their donors because everything that they're doing, from their popsicle sticks to these embarrassing, cringy TikTok things, looks incredibly low budget and sloppily put together. So social media has been having a field day with that video, obviously. But another thing they've been having a field day with is Al Green, who got censured by Congress. The Democrat Party starts to break out in kumbaya songs right in the middle of the House chambers. Watch.
That Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the Speaker.
This shit don't work. That was 1960. That shit don't work no more.
The House has come to order. The House has come to order.
All that damn singing for what? Watch this shit.
So pathetic.
Oh, I thought that was going to show what happened, guys. In another thing I saw, what happened is the Republicans, Mike Johnson, the House leader, he actually put the damn Congress in recess on their ass, and everybody walked out while they was singing. That shit was funny as fuck, man.
It's the same kind of leftist performative theater kid nonsense that you see when people who are trying to protest climate change start throwing paint at ancient paintings or gluing their hand to the pavement. They think that this performance is going to win the hearts over of Americans, when in reality, all it looks like is they're at a job interview with the American people as their employer. And when the American people ask them a question, how are you going to improve our lives? The Democrat response is bursting out into sing-song. Listen to Scott Jennings on CNN talk about this embarrassment.
I feel like over the last few weeks, there's been numerous instances of Democrats breaking out into song. And all I've been able to discern is that when Democrats are singing, Republicans are winning. I mean, it was a bipartisan resolution that passed today. Some people in your party voted to censure Representative Green. You said something earlier that really piqued my interest, which was you said the Democrats should not be listening to John Fetterman. I think he's maybe your most authentic voice. Who's a better representative, Green or Fetterman for the Democratic Party?
And I'm not okay. But on that point, Fetterman is a senator from a very critical state. I mean, why not listen to John Fetterman?
Because I think John Fetterman is doing what is popular at the time. I'm not necessarily sure.
Hold on. I can't believe, what's her name? Abby? I can't believe she said that shit.
Or that John Fetterman is being driven by what is best for his districts or his district or his constituents. But for the next 2 years, we need to be telling the story of the people. Yes, if Fetterman was
you know who John Fetterman is?
Yes. Is it Pennsylvania, right?
He's the bald-headed dude, that white-headed bald-headed dude
that wears hoodies.
That wears hoodies, that survived a stroke. That honestly, I'm gonna be real. The more he recovered from that stroke, the more sense Fetterman been making. He's one of the only motherfuckers that had made sense on the Democrat side.
Yeah, I like him.
The reason why I like Fetterman is he's actually kind of neutral. But here's my problem with Fetterman is when it comes to when pen meets the paper, he's going to side with the Democrats.
Yeah, he is.
And so that's the only problem with Fetterman is his voting history does not add up to what he says.
He doesn't call him out as much as he should. Like there was I saw another clip of him being asked after the speech, and he's like, "Yeah, I heard the speech, and I think it's like he couldn't admit that it was a good speech, but he could admit that it was embarrassing how they acted, throughout that evening. I mean, he couldn't really hold him accountable like he really wanted. He couldn't. He still could not bring himself to acknowledge the fact that that's probably the best speech that Donald Trump has ever made. He couldn't acknowledge.
You'll hear something funny. The reason why Fetterman is a good politician is all because he's recovering from his stroke. If you take the stroke, him recovering from a stroke, Fetterman would not be. You would not, because you give Fetterman a certain point of sympathy. It's because everybody knows somebody who's been affected by a stroke.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who's getting a stroke is probably one of the most common things you can get in the United States.
Yeah. Stroke and heart attack. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, let him run. That's because we're the Big Ten party. Right now, we shouldn't be.
You said we shouldn't be listening to him.
Well, I personally do not think that we should be listening to him.
I've been seeing Democrat supporters on social media who are furious with their politicians because they're not doing enough to oppose Trump. They want them to be breaking the law and playing dirty because in their mind, Trump is overthrowing the Constitution, a threat to democracy, engaging in a fascist coup of the United States government. And their theory is if Trump is actually disobeying the Constitution and taking over the country, the Democrats cannot be playing by the rules to oppose him. But they've never stopped for 1 second to think, why is it that the Democrats aren't doing more to oppose him? Is it because they're spineless and they aren't willing to take it there? Perhaps, maybe. But the more reasonable conclusion is they don't actually believe that Donald Trump is any of these things. They don't actually believe that he's going to cut Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security. They know there's plenty of fraud in these programs and cuts can be made.
What I don't understand is why he's not mentioning Congress is the one that's supposed to cut it or fund it.
To make it sustainable. They know all of these problems can be fixed. They know Trump is taking the legal methods to accomplish it.
So,
they
Sean,
know
you know
that
why?
Elon Musk is duly appointed.
No, I don't.
And so one thing you got to realize, and is that they're giving American people benefit of the doubt, right? So do you see how I kind of explain shit while I'm kind of like, you know, I explain shit more of a I'm basically giving the basics. Sometimes it's because of the fact that I know the American voters are dumb. At least I'm man enough to admit that, because it's crazy that people don't actually study something that actually affects them on a daily basis. You feel what I'm saying, Sean? And so
I totally feel what you're saying.
So he like many other people give the voters the benefit of the doubt. That's why he's not explaining it the way he should explain it. Is dumb it down a little bit more to like a 5-year-old would understand. Because basically that's when you're honest and when you're straight to the point. That's the reason why Donald Trump is so effective. When you're straight to the point, he's basically talking to you like you're a 5-year-old.
Right.
Why do you think kids like Donald Trump? They actually had a poll with kids. They actually like Donald Trump. They had a poll during the election with kids. Donald Trump was more favored with kids than they were with Kamala Harris, because they basically said, I understand Trump more than I understand Kamala. And so
Hell, she will talk some words, Sally. Hell, my kids like Trump. Especially my oldest son. He's like, yeah, Donald Trump. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's because they can actually understand what he's saying. And then that's the crazy part about how the Democrats don't understand that shit. Remember when I said
understand
that
they don't want to admit it. I think they understand that they don't want to fucking admit it.
Remember when I told I ain't gonna say his name, Beta Boy, the one who marrying fast women.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Remember I told him, I was like, oh, I can make you mayor, bro. I was like, oh, I can sell this shit, bro. I can sell this shit. I can make you mayor. I was like, oh, no, I'm not bullshitting. I can make you mayor, bro. Like when it comes to, I'm like, bro, I was raised in politics, bro. Like I was raised in this shit. And it's like when Kamala Harris, when I was like, Kamala Harris could win, and I was just like, the only thing she had to do was get a VP who's a good talker. And when they didn't get the governor Shapiro from Pennsylvania, when they didn't get him, and
I don't know why they didn't get him. Pennsylvania is a very important state.
For me, it was a mass election self-unaliving, because you have a weird way of, she could have been the best politician, but she had a weird way. The more you heard her speak, the more you wind up fucking hating her.
And I actually heard, I forgot his name. He's on the PBD podcast. He's like, hell, if I still was a drinker, hell, Kamala Harris seemed like somebody, you'd be cool. You go hang out and have a drink with her. You know what I'm saying? He said that laugh would probably get on my nerves, but at the same time, he's like, she seemed to be cool, like you'd have a drink with her, but the motherfucker can't talk. She can't form her words to to portray what she's trying to say. She talks around the shit and she cannot explain it.
Here's you ready? This is something you might not thought about it, but you probably had to go back in your memory. You gotta go back towards the 90s, late 90s, like when were you in college?
I was in college in the late 90s.
Well, yeah, where you began, you could say you started college or you graduated.
Late
What
90s,
year did
right?
you
Right,
graduate?
94. I graduated 99 from college. Then I graduated
All right.
2001 from my second college.
It was that. It was that. That 2000, that 90, that those 90s to 2000 politicians, bruh. They actually talked like that. And so, but the reason why they talk like that is because they had policies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kamala Harris, she was outdated when it comes to her how she was talking. She was outdated by years. See, Obama, the reason why Obama, he was talking like the same, like how early Obama. If you heard early Obama and you heard a good speaker from the 90s, they all talked the fucking the same. The problem is that they never factored social media. And so with social media, one thing of the benefits about social media is that it made the average person relevant. And so Kamala Harris, she does not talk like an average person. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, because they actually mentioned something about President Clinton saying that the way the Democrats are responding now is not like how he was responding. He was responding with policy. And during that time, they if you know if anything was opposing, they didn't oppose with how they're doing now. They're opposed with policy, and and so I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah. And
But let's
so
continue on, guys. Let's just continue on. We've been going 3 hours. Let's continue.
one of y'all niggas
By
gonna
the
pay
president.
me, bro.
The reason they're all not putting it on the line to stop this fascist dictator takeover is because they know it's not happening. And you tell me, in a moment of calamity and crisis, is this type of video on social media what you would expect the opposition party to be posting?
Oh no. It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the flow. You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is
Go to content creator.
You really about to do it? Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. They get on it like that.
With his goddamn frontal and them cumbrellas. Look at her. Terrible. And then she used fucking Kendrick Lamar. Big L.
So
Big
the
L.
only two scenarios, if you're a Democrat, are politicians do realize the existential threat, and this is the best they can muster up. Or two, they don't actually believe there's an existential threat, and they just have no policies, and instead have to resort to the same old name calling and fear mongering.
Remember how I said Drake won the beef, and niggas they don't want to they don't understand why I said Drake won the beef. Want to know why? It's the fact that the first Super Bowl a president ever went to, that's the fuck what you play.
I know it's crazy, man. I get it. I totally get it. I am a Drake fan.
Stiffed it. Look, no, I ain't hear dick riding. What I'm saying is,
I know you ain't dick riding. I'm just saying,
they stiffed Lil Wayne out so fucking bad. History gonna remember this shit.
Of course.
Because of the fact that Lil Wayne was gonna bring out Drake. What the fuck you thought it was? Who's gonna bring out the whole Young Money squad, nigga?
He was. He sure was.
And one thing, as much as the Democrats want to talk shit about the Republicans, one thing I know about Republicans, they all love Lil Wayne, nigga. Even the ones who don't even fuck with politics. All white people love Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne cool with Trump. Lil Wayne got pardoned by Trump.
That's the reason
that they
why.
did during the campaign.
That's why he used to
Go ahead, man.
My bad. That's the reason why they did that shit, bro. The shit was like, bro, man, like when they announced Kendrick Lamar was performing at the Super Bowl, it was after election, right?
I can't remember, man. I think it was after the election, though.
Man, like, you know what? Go ahead, play the tape. Play the tape. I'm about to look this up, bro. Go ahead, and play the tape. Bro, I'm about. I'm about to just play the tape. I got you, bro. We're gonna come back to this shit.
Jasmine Crockett wants to portray herself as one of the vocal members of the resistance, but her resistance to the authoritarian takeover is just TikTok dance videos in her office. And on top of that, you've got Hakeem Jeffries, Walmart Obama, looking like he's shooting a music video outside of the Capitol building, lying through his teeth, saying that the majority of the American people are with the Democrats.
Just got back to the Capitol. Another day, another lie from these people who are out of control. I'm told that Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, and the extreme MAGA Republicans are claiming that Democrats are sending paid protesters into their town hall meetings. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? We don't need to send paid protesters into your town hall meetings. The American people are with us.
You know what's crazy? If you study body language, when he said "are with us" and did his hands like this, that's contradictory to what he's saying. I know body language enough to know when he did like this, that cancels out what he just said.
All across the country, people are rising up to push back against the assault on the economy, the assault on hardworking families, the assault on our democracy, and the assault on Medicaid. We don't need paid protesters, bro. The American people are with us.
The American people are with us. No, they're not. Your body language just told on you, dude.
This was in response to the accusations that Democrats were paying paid protesters to show up and heckle at these Republican town halls. Now, I don't know if they were paid protesters or not. I think it's very likely that a couple hundred angry Democrats in a Republican district can show up early and take all the seats at a town hall. But nonetheless, it's performative. It certainly isn't indicative of how the people in that Republican district certainly feel, which is what the Democrats were trying to make it seem like, prompting Hakeem Jeffries to post this video, reassuring people it wasn't paid protesters, just the energy of America is with what the Democrats are doing. I mean, every poll that's coming out shows the Democrats to be more unpopular than ever. And you would think somebody like Hakeem would read the room and realize this kind of pretending like the Democrats have widespread majority support isn't substantiated by anything, and the American people would know this. But he thinks we're all uneducated or Trump deranged like his base. So he speaks to us as if our worldview is clouded by Trump derangement, and we live in a world where Republicans are in full retreat and Trump is losing at every turn. And this last clip is proof of that, as 22 Democrat senators coordinate this cringy Trump is a liar social media video, thinking because they all said the same copy and paste message at once, we're gonna just believe it.
Prices down starting on day one.
Y'all see this, don't you? You see this?
Bruh,
Straight scripted. Straight scripted.
I think I went down the rabbit hole, bruh.
Straight scripted. You didn't went down the rabbit hole, dude.
Bruh, all this shit makes sense now, bruh.
Straight scripted, y'all.
No.
What happened? Go ahead, bro.
Bruh, so It all makes sense now, bruh. It all makes sense. So they put so much eggs in Kamala Harris' basket that they thought Kamala Harris was going to win the election. That's the reason why they got Kendrick Lamar as the headliner for the Super Bowl.
Wow. Hmm.
Now,
Well, I don't know why
the
they thought.
reason why MG, is it
UMG?
IMG?
UMG.
The reason why UMG settled that lawsuit, I bet you it was because they did not want to have to open up books.
Mm.
Now, I bet you it will show that UMG got donations from the Democratic Party.
Oh, I bet.
And I guaranteed you it will correlate the Democrat Party with the NFL.
Mm. Well, that wouldn't
Conspiracy
surprise
theory,
me, man.
allegedly.
That doesn't surprise me, buddy. You know, they removed all once he won, you notice they removed all that racism shit. The stop racism from the fields. You saw that?
No, I haven't paid attention. But one thing I paid attention to was once he won, I'm kind of like fuck sports right now. Once he won, I'm serious. It's like once Donald Trump won, it's because it's how much of they trying to backtrack of how much bullshit they did the last couple of years. I don't even watch hockey, bruh. I don't even watch baseball. I don't even watch
I don't watch baseball at all.
I don't even watch fucking
I only watch
the
football, and I don't even watch NBA. I don't watch WNBA either.
Yeah, I don't even watch this shit. But I started to find in myself to watch those. I love soccer. Ain't nothing gonna take me away from soccer, even though soccer's full of a bunch of cucks and cunts. I said it. Fuck y'all. Come for me. Come for me. Manchester United, bitch. Come for me.
I'm a Manchester United fan.
Psych, I lied. Man City, bitch.
I'm a Manchester
Come
United.
for me, nigga. Yeah, I said it. Man City. I'll crip walk. Nah, stop playing, nigga. Anyway, Man City. But
Fuck
yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah, fuck Liverpool. A bunch of cunts.
Here we go.
But yeah. But Sean, you know that's one of my dreams though, right? I want to go to one of those
To go to a
games.
soccer match? I want to go to one too. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Man
Let's
City
do
versus
it.
Manchester United.
Let's do it. We can sit next to each other and cuss each other out, be hooligans the whole fucking time. I don't give a damn.
But for me, I want to backpack all of Europe. That's what I want to do. Like,
That's cool too. I gotta go to Lake Como, Italy.
But here the problem is it's going to be a couples trip
I feel
because
you.
me and the homies, we all have talked about, like, this is something we have talked about for years of doing. And I've been like if we're gonna do this shit, it's gonna be for like 3 weeks. It's gonna be like a couples backpacking through Europe. Like, we're gonna do the fucking experience, bro. But like, we're gonna start in England, but we're going all the way. Our final second to final stop will be Tomorrowland. It's a honestly, I think it's the world's largest
festival, right?
rave. It's the EDM festival, but I think it's the world's largest rave, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
But back to the tape, y'all.
Things like this do not help the Democrats' lack of authenticity problem. It shows there's no innovation or creative thinking in the Democrat Party, and they're all leaning on some stale PR firm to tell them how to operate their social media. They show that they're severely out of touch by incessantly hammering on this idea of eggs not going down. The Democrats act like we didn't all live through the last 40 days of the Trump administration when things were happening at a daily rate. They think that we don't understand Donald Trump at this point, that sometimes he exaggerates. He's a normal person. When he says, I'm going to bring costs down day one, nobody who voted for Trump expected to wake up January 21st, go to the grocery store, and see prices down by 25%. We all knew what he meant by that, but they're acting like it's 2017 and people are still caught off.
We all knew he meant he was going to do something about it on day one, which he did. It's not going to show up probably for a year, but we knew this because most people that voted for him have fucking common sense.
By the way Trump speaks. They say, oh, it's been 6 weeks and egg prices aren't down. They act like within the last 6 weeks, Trump was
Sean,
just sitting around doing nothing.
Most people on the road. See, the thing is, we know this. Republicans tend to, like, if you got common sense, they tend to make long-term promises. Democrat give you short-term promises, right? And so the reason why the
with
Democrats
no results,
yeah, and the reason why they're doing all this, only thing they got is, well, why the prices are so high, yada yada yada. And I'm like, the man is doing shit, and it's going to come down, but it takes. Democrats know that their voters don't understand that when prices go up, they go up easily, they come down slower.
Facts.
And then it doesn't
Straight
help,
facts.
you know,
Straight
your
facts.
leader of your party murder a lot of fucking chickens.
Sure did. A lot of fucking.
Yeah.
I was in the store the other day. I think the highest I seen eggs, I saw one was like $7 and something, but those were organic eggs. They was so basically the egg prices looked like they went up like $2 and some change across the whole board. That's what it looked like. Because the regular eggs was like $6. The regular eggs was like $6 and some change.
As a truck driver, you really want to hear the most expensive eggs I have ever seen?
What?
I seen a dozen for $12.69 at
I can believe that. I can believe that. Probably was organic.
It was regular eggs.
Regular eggs. I was in Walmart the other day. Them shits was like I said, the highest I saw was $7 and some change. And you know what? All them bitches was pretty much gone too. People still bought them bitches.
Regular blue
carton eggs.
$12.69.
They were not that in Villa Rica. Well,
I was like,
shit.
Are you serious?
Yep. From the avian flu, from him murdering all them fucking chickens. It's not fucking from Trump.
Then I'm talking to my friend. Oh.
Okay, he has frozen.
They conveniently leave out that he fixed the border, he fixed the DEI problem, he fixed the woke problem, the men and women sports problem, aggressively attacking the government waste problem, 1.7 trillion in new investments, got his entire cabinet confirmed, but they'll say, oh, prices didn't go down day one. Well, he also signed 50 executive orders day one, and a lot of things did happen day one. He took care of the problems that he could take care of instantly first. Every reasonable person, and even the unreasonable Democrats, understand that prices will take a little bit to come down. And he has a clear plan to do that. To make prices come down, production has to come up. And how do you make production come up? By forcing companies to expand their operations in America or invest into new operations in America. And how do you do that? Tariffs, which is already brought in 6 weeks, $1.7 trillion in investment. What does that bring with it? Good paying jobs. What does making energy less costly do? What does making regulations less burdensome do? It makes the cost of production cheaper. So when you combine cheaper production with also more production, with also higher paying jobs, you get a scenario where costs go down and incomes go up, and people feel that prosperous gap that grows. Any old half brain dead president can print $5 trillion in a year and cause inflation to skyrocket. Now, dealing with that issue takes a little bit of time. But because Democrats think of everybody who voted for Trump as an unintelligent, low IQ sycophant, they talk to us that way. And they expect
They think everybody that votes is a low ideal sycophant, not just Republicans.
For us to be rioting in the street because we heard him say prices would come down day one, and they haven't yet. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section.
All right, so guys, follow that guy. He's awesome. Brandon Lehman. I have put it in the description. Great guy to follow when it comes to things with government. He has a really good produced channel. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end the live now, folks. It's been a really good live. But you know it is daylight saving time, and we have all lost an hour of sleep, and with me, I've lost a whole bunch more an hour of sleep because I got to get up in a few hours and take my kids to church because I'm a good father and I make sure they have a nice foundation in our Lord Jesus Christ because both my sons have accepted him as their savior at 7 and at 6 years old. And he is now, my oldest will be 9 in a few weeks, and my youngest son is now 7. I got a daughter that speaks about Jesus already, and she's 4 years old. So we got to go to church in the morning. But anyway, everybody, it's been nice. It's been great. Dragon, you still there, bro? I think he is. He's probably just doing something. And Max is caught a little problem with technical issues. That's why he dropped off. But it was a great. Oh, there goes Max. But yeah, it's been a great live. But we got to get on the road, folks. We got to get up on out of here. I think it's been a great live. Like we said before, these damn Democrats have lost their damn mind. And it is what it is, man. If y'all want to keep voting for the damn Democrats, y'all do that shit. I'm not doing it at all. I probably will never ever vote Democrat again until they get their act together. Which, because of what I've been told by this young man that you see him riding on the street, that I am a Republican, a staunch Republican. He has a quiz that he quizzed me on once, and I told him that I was raised Democrat, and he's like, "Man, you're a Republican. You're a freaking Republican." I said, "Hey, I'll accept that."
Sean, you'll be surprised. Whenever I did that shit with my aunties. I did that shit with my uncles and shit. And I asked them basic, simple questions, and they answer it honestly. And I was like, "Do you know what?" I was like, "Do you understand in this political time we live in right now?" I was just like, "Yo, not only you are far right, but you're damnly considered to be conservative." And I was just like, you vote for people that policies you actually are not for, right? It was just like, no, the Democrats, no, they do the stuff that we ask them to do. I was like, name me one policy that the Democrats did that they cared, that you cared about. And he was just like, well, he was like, yeah. He's like, he's like, well, Obamacare did. He was like, yeah, man, Obamacare. And I was just like, yeah. Do you realize that's the only thing the Democrats have really done that helped out? Actually, that helped out a good amount of black folks, older black folks. It helped out a good amount of older black folks when it comes towards the Medicare side. And I was just like, well, here's the problem. That's the only thing the Democrats have given you in about 50 years. Everything else the Democrats have given you actually has been the detriment to of your community. I was like, the crime bill. I mean, it's not the crime bill, the drug bill.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
But yeah.
And that's a fact.
All right, folks. You heard it. You seen it. You watched the podcast. Hey, we put it out there for you. We had information on crypto for you. We saw these Democrats act a damn fool. We talked about Umar being an asshole. And y'all being stupid for damn following this dumbass dude. And we are going to end the podcast today. Anybody got any final statements? Dragon. Anybody got any final statements?
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
I feel you on that one, dog. I feel you on that one, dog. But anyway, let's go, folks. Been nice, been great. We'll see you again. Another 3-Man podcast day and this same 3-Man podcast channel.
I can catch you on the Mumble Rants. Peace.
Catch them on the Mumble Rants. Yeah.